Chuck was one of the people who helped build what the Don't Unfriend Me show has become, alongside so many others in this incredible community. His generosity, encouragement, and belief in our mission helped turn an idea into something much bigger. While Chuck may no longer be with us, his impact remains. Every broadcast from this studio stands as a reminder of a man who gave selflessly and made a difference. His legacy will live on through the show and through the countless lives he touched. God bless and keep him. Until Valhalla, my friend. Bigger, better, faster, more. It all started with just a vote. A single choice in a sea of millions. And suddenly, people we loved vanished. Godparents to our children, lifelong friends, all gone with just a click, with a comment, with silence. That's when the seed was planted. Don't Unfriend Me wasn't just a name, it was a plea, a line in the sand, a refusal to let politics tear apart what humanity once held so sacred. We didn't set out to build a movement. We set out to tell the truth, even when it hurt. Long hours, lost sleep, more setbacks than anyone will ever see. There were days it felt like we were shouting into the void, but we kept showing up. Not for clicks, not for clout, but because this matters. We pushed through the doubt, the algorithm throttling, the shadow bans, the isolation, the nights we sat at the mic with empty inboxes and broken spirits, and still, we stayed. We persevered, because we knew there was something here worth fighting for. For years, thousands of hours, laughter, heartache, raw conversations with real people, and now, it all leads to this. One night, one room, one moment. We can agree, we can disagree. You can love me, or you can hate me. Just don't unfriend me. It all starts right now.
Do you want the truth? Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news? Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, stop unfriend me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up on the facts be true. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's dad.
What's up, everybody? It's Ryan Weaver. I am on the Don't Unfriend Me show, otherwise known as The Dumb Show, with host Matt Spear. You guys can find the show at The Dumb Show on social media or thedumbshow.com.
Yeah, back to the good old days, back when liberty was safe, back when everybody stood together and we believed it would last forever. Back to shaking hands, back to remembering the past, back when red, white, and blue wasn't never put last.
You guys know my family has followed Dennis Prager and PragerU for a long time, and now more than ever, Dennis needs our prayers and our thoughts as he goes through his most difficult struggle. We've watched him for years with friends and shared him on the show, the culture, the principles that made America what it is today. And recently, Olivia started using PragerU Kids with some of the children she works with as a nanny. And it's been amazing to see how quickly kids connect with it. And that's why I wanted to mention their new series, America's Favorite Music Show. It teaches American history and heritage through music and storytelling, which is really a natural way for kids to learn and remember things today. In a world where so much educational content seems focused on really tearing things down, It's refreshing to find something that helps kids understand where they came from, what our nation stands for, and the values that help build it. If you've enjoyed PragerU over the years, as I have, take a look and see what they're doing for younger kids. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Thanks for listening, and get the link down below.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me Show. Matthew and Olivia are in the house.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Hope everyone's doing well. Had a good weekend. Fun, eventful weekend.
Yeah, last Monday of the month. Can you believe that the year's half over?
No, I can't. It's went by really, really fast.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't had a chance to go down to the 250 celebration in D.C., if you live nearby, we're thinking about maybe going down Friday. And Olivia's off. I was talking to Hayden today, and we'll kind of see how things go. And we're considering it. So hope everyone's doing well. Liv, let's let them know what's coming up.
All right. Tomorrow, Dan Nunn will be here. Damani Felder will be here on Friday.
Yay.
Unless we go to the celebration, because that might be a whole day kind of thing.
We'll talk about
it. Next week, Tim Brown will be here, the IX New York City firefighter who was in Tower 2 and it collapsed.
Tim Brown.
July 14th will be Garrett Sedano, the Grassroots Army podcast host. Lisa Regina will be here on the 21st of July, along with one or two of her executive producers, and we'll hear about her new show and project that she's doing. And then Barry Morgenstein will be back on the 24th, which we are very excited about.
So let's see. We've got about 11 seconds. And just to let you guys know, we may jump off. Ethan is in some trouble, and he's not doing too well. He's being a knucklehead. And so we'll figure it all out. But right now, donations are up to 300. Appreciate it. That's same as every single night. And we will go as long as we're able to. Hayden is up in his room right now tearing it apart because he is not trustworthy. You want to give him a brief synopsis?
Oh my gosh.
Give him a real brief. Go.
Real brief synopsis. Okay. So he brought 1F, 2Ds, all Cs, and then 1A for his report card for fourth quarter. That's not for lack of trying. That's for lack of being lazy. He had 17 missing assignments in one class, and he failed to do the major assignment for one of those classes that he failed in. Luckily, he got A's and B's in the first semester, so he was able to pass the 7th grade and move on to 8th, but he is going to summer school and starting next week, so fun for that. So he got in trouble for that. Not only was he already in trouble for his room being a total disaster, both kids were, but then the grades. He's been grounded from all electronics for quite a while. He ended up taking his sister's phone and sneaking it, and he got in trouble for that. Hundreds of times. So, but he ended up, Hayden left her phone downstairs when she walked her boyfriend to his car. He saw it, took it, started playing with it. Wasn't supposed to, got caught. Got in trouble again. Less than 48 hours later, I have his phone, and I've hidden it in my lingerie drawer in my bedroom. And he went into...
Which is not the place to go to in your mother's. I mean, that takes courage. That's like when, remember in Raiders of the Lost Ark Temple of Doom, and Indy reaches in and tells Kate Capshaw she has to reach in and pull the handle, and there's all these bugs and roaches and slimy concoctions. It's very similar to your mother's lingerie drawer for sure.
Yeah, so he went into my lingerie drawer and took the phone without permission and snuck it and then lied to us. So he's in some serious shit. Serious. It's been boot camp in trouble. The Spear household. Like he's had to do a lot of physical activity, and he got a haircut. He got a dad haircut, and he's just going through it right now. And he's a 13-year-old boy, and I love him to death, but I can't trust him as far as I throw him. And I just, when I was going to the bathroom and get my contacts in, I walked out and I said, Ethan, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I stop and I'm like, oh, here she comes.
Why? How is he in the bathroom? And I said, you don't sound like you're in the bathroom. She's like, yeah, I'm reading my book. And I'm like, okay. And I turn around and walk away, and I was like, no, Went upstairs, and he's sitting on the edge of the bed facing out. What is it? Come here. Okay, so he's not telling the truth.
What he told me was that he was upstairs, he was reading his book, and he told you guys that he was in the bathroom because yesterday he got in trouble for reading.
So he lied.
Showering. Yeah, he admitted to lying, but...
Why would he lie?
He's like, it's a habit, and yesterday I got in trouble for reading instead of showering, but I'm done with everything, and I just didn't know if I was allowed to.
Has he done the trash yet?
He's done everything.
He took the trash up to the curb?
I asked him, he said, I've done everything. I haven't asked him.
Go make sure he's done his chores.
Okay.
And tell him now to put his room back together. I feel like I tossed his cell like in prison. I mean, this is how pathetic it's getting with him.
Yeah.
Go make sure he's done with...
putting his room back together right now.
Go make sure he's taking the trash up to the curb.
This little turd.
Yeah.
He will not win this fight.
Yeah. On top of the fact that we're dealing with a dog that will eat for a week and then refuses to eat.
Yeah.
Like here's the thing. She's a husky and a shepherd, and she has trained us that once every 7 to 10 days, she wants a new food, and she's trained us. She won't eat for 2 days until we cave and give her new food and new stuff. And
yeah. I know. Let's move on. Let's move on. Glenn Clark, Matt, what do you think about the link I sent about Charles Krauthammer on Trump? I don't need to watch it because I've seen anything that Charles Krauthammer has ever created, considering he's one of my heroes. I'm sure it wasn't positive. I would be shocked if Krauthammer had anything to say about Trump that was positive. He only said things that are positive about Trump when it came to his policy. He wasn't fond of Trump. He didn't like Trump. But no, I didn't watch it. I don't have time. You guys, I just don't have time. Unless it's like, Matt, this has to be on the show, then I usually, I'll just hate to say it, I just don't have time to watch it. You know what I mean? Liv, pin the comments.
I pinned it on Rumble. That's all I can pin it on. It should be up top.
Not there.
Look, it's right here.
I don't have it. Okay, as long as you have it.
Yeah, it's right there.
But it should say something, not just that.
Oh, because it's too big, so I was just pinned the link. But I can redo
It's not
that.
too big.
Okay.
Yeah, just redo it. Yeah, redo it. You can do it on YouTube too, but I'll show you how to do that. Okay. All right, guys. So sorry about the delay. We're just trying to put it all together, and it's Monday, so cut us some slack. Let's get started. By the way, if you guys not had a chance to, you guys saw the Prager Kids link. Go over and do that. Olivia's going to put that in chat right now. The PragerU link. No, Liv. No, the PragerU link. Liv. The PragerU link.
Got it. Okay, hang on. There it is. Okay. I thought I was doing the other link.
I know, but that should have taken 2 seconds. PragerU link, please.
Yes.
Okay, so that's going in right now. You know what? Can I get a copy of that so I can help with that? Because this takes forever. I can do it in one shot. Is it right here?
I can do Rumble.
Well, this is really not organized.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, but you can also find shit in your drawers. So is that everywhere? Is that Rumble too?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now do the donation link and I'll pin that too. My frustration isn't with you. My frustration's with Ethan.
And let me think.
So if you haven't been to PragerU, go to PragerU right now and do that. If you guys could do that. Let me guys ask you a question too. You guys know that we've got a partnership now with sponsors that based upon where we promote certain things that they do, like PragerU, and we encourage you guys to go over there, and then we get 40 cents of 40 cents for a click, nothing like that. But we try not to show you guys stuff you have to buy. There is a really cool initiative. I want to get your opinion on it first before I start doing stuff like this. And what it is you go and you read the Constitution, and it's a 7-minute thing, and you press play, and it's actually read by John F. Kennedy, and it's the Constitution of the United States, a radio address, and you commit to reading it on 4th of July. Now, when you do that, you got to put in your name and your phone number and your email, and they're probably going to send you advertising. Is that something you guys want to do? Is that something you would do? Is it something that would bother you if you had to go? You can go and listen to it free of charge. There is no charge, but it asks you to sign up and put in your information. You don't have to, but it's a cool thing. And just to be transparent with each other, just to be honest, it's like $3 per person who does it. That's a pretty cool. That's a lot of money. So we're trying to balance, and I want to be transparent with you guys to kind of get a feeling for this. But if that was hey, go to this website, watch the video, and read the Constitution on July 4th, and that's it. I thought it was kind of a cool concept. What about you?
I thought it was great, especially this time of year.
Okay. So you guys tell me what you think. And if it's something you wanted to do and be like, yeah, that's kind of a cool thing to commit to, then great. And if it's not, then great. Don't do that either. But it's just something to we're trying to feel these out, and we're getting, these offers to do it. We're trying to figure out which one we want to do and what we don't. And we always share everything with you guys. So we figured might as well share this too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All right. Let me guys know. I find the ones where people have to give personal info that they won't do. Yeah, I agree. That was my first inclination, is Olivia and I were like, let's not do it, because I don't want people to give out their personal info and then get spams and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then Deb says, sure, if it supports the show. You know what? I think I'm going to hold off on that one. That was my first reaction, and I don't even think I need to ask anybody. But like the PragerU thing is fantastic. And if you haven't been there, you can actually go there as many times as you want and click the link that we provided, and it gives us credit. So we appreciate it. And that's about it. All right, let's move on. JD Vance was on Bill Maher, and I found this to be really interesting. I've told you guys that Bill Maher is not a lefty. In fact, he is the furthest thing from a progressive when it comes to fiscal policy, the Constitution. When it comes to social issues, he's fairly progressive, and I'm fine with that, because so am I, surprisingly enough. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, when it comes to Bill Maher, you look at the left right now, and they are so far to the left that people like Bill Maher now seem like a moderate. Exactly. So here was Bill Maher and JD Vance. It was really unique. I mean, this is a hostile audience. Remember that. It's a hostile audience, and this is the reaction. Okay, listen to this. Tell me what you guys think. I thought it was kind of cool, and for someone who is a longtime Bill Maher fan, here it is.
Like, if this is where the Democratic Party is going, where this democratic socialist, this obsession with Israel, with the Jew hating, with they don't believe in capitalism, no prisons. If this is where they're going, my vote is in play. Okay. And I like to hear that. It actually always has been. Yeah. Every year, I don't make my decision by who was an R or a D. I actually always came to the conclusion that the Democrat was probably better. Sure. And voted for them. Okay. And Trump can't run again, and he'd be a little too exciting for me anyway. So it's either going to be you or Rubio.
That's funny.
Wow. What do you think of that? I mean, that's huge for Maher, right?
It really, well, I think Trump's first term in office, he was just almost like a stark raving lunatic. I want the country to crash so it looks bad. That's when I stopped watching him, is when he said that. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'm done with him. But ever since that moment, and Trump's first term ended, he kind of, and then he saw what a failure Biden was. Right. He kind of started slowly going from the left more towards the middle. And after Trump got reelected, he didn't freak out after Trump got reelected. It was almost, he didn't support him, but it was almost like a sigh of relief that Biden is not in office anymore.
Yeah, he was not a Biden fan.
No, he wasn't. And I think he was relieved that Biden wasn't in and Kamala didn't get elected. I don't think he was, over the moon excited about Trump, but I think he was much happier that
I think that's changed,
Kamala and
right?
Ball. And I think it's changed. I think what changed was when he went to dinner with Trump. Sure. And he was actually able to sit down face to face, and they were able to talk. And I think they formed a mutual respect and understanding for each other and who the other one is. And I still don't think that Maher likes Trump, but he's got a respect for him that you can't argue with. And I think that has made Maher a little bit more open-minded, and he's always been one to voice his opinion. And I don't think he likes where the left is going at all. And he has no problem voicing his opinion and letting you know. And I think he's definitely going more towards the right. But with everything that's going on with the left, going further and further left, anyone who was a Democrat, wasn't left, but was just a Democrat, is almost on the far right at this point with what they believe, because you have to be such an extremist to believe in what the Democratic Party is shifting towards at this point.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. And that's the point. I was reading this. I'm putting in this link. If you guys want to go to this Constitution thing, do it. There's no harm. This is actually, you guys know vote.org. we've been approached by several different companies, and they produce these things. And yes, it's to get you information so they can send you conservative news and stuff like that. But just, if you want to participate, go ahead. It helps the show. And take the Constitution Pledge. Even if you don't even put in your information, you don't have to. Just scroll down to the part where you get to read the Constitution. I did it. And I did it because I think we should read the Constitution more than once a year, and we usually read it quite often on this show. So if you guys want to help, there's the link. If not, don't worry about it. There's no pressure. We want everyone to feel like you can support the show in other ways. You can do that with likes and follows, and you can send booby pics. That helps too.
Hey, I was just thinking, before we move on to the next thing, you finished your most recent plane. You need to show your pictures for Pastor Jack.
Oh, so why don't you
he
tell?
finished his plane for Pastor Jack, and we went and put it in his office this Sunday.
So this is interesting. So you guys know my pastor was an A4 Skyhawk pilot for the United States Navy, and we showed you guys some pictures of him in his A4, and you can see there it is. And that's an F-14 in the center. That's an A4 Skyhawk E trainer. And there he is. And his nickname was Slick.
I don't even know how he got that nickname.
I do, but I'm not saying anything. It's not my business to tell you. But here is the A4. And it was really cool. So, I told him about 2.5 months ago I was going to start building models. And he's like, oh, well, do it. It's a great hobby, whatever. And then I'm like, well, I want to do something nice for him. So I think I'm going to go ahead and build him an A4 Skyhawk. So I ordered an A4 Skyhawk, and I was like, I don't remember which type of A4 it is. I'm going to assume it's an E, because I'm pretty good at this type of stuff from times and chronological events of when things happen and when a plane was in production and when it wasn't and all that other stuff. So, did that, and I ordered it, and the squadron and everything was right. Now I had to reprint the decals because this was a blacked out A4 Skyhawk, and I didn't know it was blacked out. Most A4 Skyhawks were either white with rainbow colors for the trainers, or they were straight up navy gray, and this with red trim, a lot of red. So that's a typical Skyhawk, and that's what it looks like. Now these are Marines also used them too, and the Marines used camo. So there was some options of what I could and couldn't do for his design. So it started off like this, and real simple. Started with a cockpit design, and the complexity went up from there. But you can see the detail of the cockpits. I don't play around. I try to give them the best detail possible. And this one is the middle phase, where it's incredible. This is a pre-shade technique where I do an undercoat of white to really do the panel lines, and it really pops. And that's a long process with an airbrush. So that's where we are there. And the end result that we got after camo was applied is this. And that's the overall paint job of the plane that we were working on. And the final model, complete, everything done, stamped, signed, sealed, and delivered, is right here. And this is the actual plane right here. This is in our car on the way to drop it off to him. I was like,
I forgot to take pictures.
Forgot to take pictures.
And that's he ordered printable decal paper so he can make his own decals, and he can put Pastor Jack's name on the plane.
Yeah, so that also was on the plane, and he was tickled. He couldn't really fathom. He's like, how long did that take you? And I told him. But this is another close up, another angle of it. You can see the distress, and my job is to make them photorealistic. You could stick this on a runway, and take a long angled shot, and it would be convincing enough that that's real. And the undercarriage is here with the paveway bombs, and it's a long process, and making it look authentic is difficult, but I'm enjoying the hell out of it, and I absolutely love doing it. So just figured I would show you guys. Well, actually Olivia figured, and she told me to tell you, so there you go. So thank you.
Yes.
letting me do that. My new hobby, which I enjoy immensely, which isn't that expensive once you get it going. Anyway, so there it is. So he got it, and that was it. By the way, Sandra, if you want to go listen to the Constitution, you can. It's right there, John F. Kennedy. You can click it, and you're good to go. What's up?
Oh, you said send booby pics. Debbie sent a booby pic. Look at it.
She got a booby bird?
It's a booby bird.
That's great. That's great. Okay.
I can always count on you for that, Debbie. That's
good
freaking
stuff.
Hilarious.
All right. Well, let's rock and roll. Anyway, I'm glad the coin set was great. I'm glad you guys are happy on all that. I'm so thankful for the speedy delivery of my gift, coin set and 250 shirt. Mr. McFeely did an excellent job. McFeely? Who's McFeely? I don't understand. What did I miss?
Who?
I don't know who Mr. McFeely is. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyway.
Jeff Oliphant got his coin set.
Nice. All right.
So, yay.
Anyway,
Everyone's
guys, let's rock and roll. We got a busy show to do. So, JD Vance and Mar was kind of a cool thing. Candace Owens on spouse communications. Holy crap. I feel naked without my watch. I need to call for the kids. Hold on. Okay, so.
Oh, it's the mailman on Mr. Rogers.
Oh, that's right. I'm too old for that. You're killing me. I don't.
No, we're too young for
no,
that.
I'm too old for that. I watch Mr. Rogers, but I'm too old.
Mr.
I'm dropping stuff out of my brain now. Let's do this. Candace Owens on spouse communications. You take this. You found this for us. But Olivia and I, when we were watching this, the first thing we did when we saw it, we're like, wait a second.
So
this sounds familiar. Like we just had this conversation.
Candace is the end all, be all, know it all about how marriages are supposed to
all
work.
marriages, not just
all marriages.
All marriages. She knows what everybody's done and hasn't done.
Every single marriage, she knows how it should work. And unless we're doing it the way her and her husband are doing it, then we're all doing it wrong.
Her white husband, who scarily looks like a Charlie Kirk from England.
But apparently, Erica and Charlie were doing their marriage wrong.
Interesting.
According to
let's
Candace.
watch it. I know it's Mr. Rogers, guys. I'm sorry. I've got too much shit in my head. Here's Candace Owens on spouse communications.
Talk about how her and Charlie always spoke about it. She talks about the plan. She says there's no daylight between us, okay? And like I said, we'll show you this clip.
Shit, sorry.
You had private discussions. There was no daylight between you. He was telling you everything that was happening every single day, and you knew how every department was operating as an quote unquote emergency plan. She's lying. It's again, she never even thinks through common sense. Okay. So for everyone who is married out there, okay, what she's saying about if something ever happens to us or one of us, that's a conversation people have. That's actually the reason they establish wills. It's the very reason they establish wills. In no relationship ever, go play this game, go out. Does anybody say, I want to make sure you step into my role at work? Nor do people generally know every bit of what.
Yeah. Yes, we played the game and we won.
Their husband or wife is working on at work. Okay. My husband and I run a business together. I can't tell you what his day-to-day looks like.
You go first.
Okay. Candace, you're lying. That's pretty much all there is to it. Your marriage must really, 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 really suck.
Really, really.
If the fact that one of the main things in a marriage to make it work is communication. And if you two run a business together and you don't know what he's doing in that business that you supposedly run with him, there is a serious, serious issue. And the fact that you're pregnant with the fifth child, I really feel bad for those kids when you guys get a divorce. Because if you have absolutely no communication skills now, it's going
She's not going to make it to divorce. She's going to pull the Whitney Houston swan dive in the hotel bathtub before that day.
It's
this chick, she's going down in flames. I'm letting you know. She's going to do the Britney stuff.
nuts.
She's going to cut her hair. She'll come out bald. She'll like get propecia or something like that, like Will Smith's wife. And she's going to go full like, you know, I eat Fruity Pebbles out of my shit type stuff. Like,
and who is she to say what is how a marriage is supposed to work?
She's a liberal, but Hillary Clinton did the same thing. Remember?
Can I?
Yes,
please.
at no time at Comcast did I go, Olivia, I want you to take my carry my crown if I go down. At no time at Apple did I say that. I didn't say that at Valor. I didn't say that at Ultimate or Hollywood or Game Crazy. None of those things. But that's not what we're talking about. But Olivia and I, every single month, we sit down and we go over the finances of the business, how the business is working, what the overall metrics are. She has been told multiple times, there's two things that you will do. When my life insurance comes in, the $1.5 million I've insured myself for my family, is you pay off the house, number one, and you never sell it. And the second thing you do is do not give up the show. You get a hold of Leroy, you get a hold of Damani, you get a hold of Dan Nunn, you get a hold of Ryan Weaver, you get a hold of Barry, you get a hold of everybody, the whole crew. You start making phone calls and you put somebody in this seat and you sit along with them. Damani will fill in, Leroy will fill in, and you keep the show alive because the dummies will keep you alive. And they will continue to make this show grow. Right?
Yes. And you are teaching me how to run it. Here's the thing. I couldn't do it right now, but
you're getting close.
I'm starting to, I know how to get the show booked now, and I'm starting to learn how to do the videos, and it's not like I know everything, but I know enough at this point.
Yeah, and you've got, like, you go into Photoshop, you know where all the folders pretty much are. You'll be able to find the cells, find the logo, but those are the things that I have to prepare for. But we talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
We discuss business ventures, we discuss our clothing line, we discuss the coffee, we're talking about the concert, and we're putting that put together with John Fugue. We did that at breakfast. So there's a lot of things we're doing. So she's a liar.
Yeah,
Olivia will
business.
totally
yeah.
take over if something happens to me.
We run a business together. If you are not talking, so not only are we married, but we're business partners.
Yeah.
We're 50-50 in. We run this together.
Well, you're a woman. It's like 60-40.
That's a good point.
Like, I'm a man, so like, let's be honest.
Good point.
70-30. But it doesn't matter. You're still a partner.
I'm still a partner.
You're here. You receive.
Yes.
I pitch.
But even if we're business partners, we're going to be having regular business meetings.
Right.
To make sure that the business is running how we both want it to run.
Right.
Again, when you worked out of the house for Apple and Comcast and Valor, no, you didn't say, hey, for Comcast, I paid the blah, blah, blah bill of this. And blah. No, but
we just signed a $1.7
exactly.
million contract with the Houston Astros.
He would tell me stuff like that. Or he'd tell me, when they had the Super Bowl in Texas, how they got to do all of the wiring and stuff for that. And he would tell me fun stuff, but he did not tell me the monotony of his day in the office and his meetings that he had. And no, but he told me the fun stuff. But this is a business that we run together. The fact that they are not talking. What else are they not talking about? And Charlie Kirk owned his business and his wife ran it alongside him. They're business partners. Of course they knew everything about it.
She's a cover. Her husband's a cover.
Oh, I guarantee.
He doesn't love her and she doesn't love him. I don't buy it. She always talks about the Stepford Wives and stuff, but she seems like he runs her like completely, because you heard what he said. There's only two people I'll listen to, and it's Erica Kirk and my husband. And I'm like,
well, you didn't listen to Erica.
You didn't certainly listen to Erica. So that means you won't. Guys, I was flirting around with another shirt I wanted to consider doing. And what I was going to do is this. I was going to call it the non-diversity shirt. Pretty simple. Let me take down everything. And it was going to say, it's okay to be Native. It's okay to be Asian. It's okay to be Latino. And it's okay to be white. And I thought that this shirt would be... Would that be okay? Is that racist? Is that shirt racist? I don't think that's racist. I think you can see the print. Just look real hard. It's right there. Anyway, I thought that would be a great meme. And of course, it doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
It doesn't matter. It's funny. It's a good joke. Anyway, so there's Candace Owens. And that's the way that rolls. Folks, do me a favor. You guys can go over to thedumbshow.com/donate. Real important. It helps us out tremendously. Without you, we do not hit goal. So let me get the donation link up. I don't know why this keeps falling behind.
I don't know. Yeah, let's end June off strong.
Yeah, that'd be really great. We always like the end of the month because it helps us kind of see where we're at and get there. So if you guys would not mind, please do me a favor. Go to thedumbshow.com/donate. You can also go buy shirts, hats, stuff like that, and we would appreciate that. We also have a coffee line, so if you want to go over there, go to thedumbshow.com, and we take Cash App now, which is also great. So step on over there, thedumbshow.com/donate, and go find something purty for yourself. Walmart, guy was in Walmart, and he started listening to the music. Do you do that when you go to the grocery store? Do you actually listen to the elevator music that they play, or do you just ignore it?
A majority of the time, I ignore it. Like Target, I very rarely hear what music they're playing. Harris Teeter, on the other hand, they play some good music. And they actually play it loud enough to where you can hear, but majority of the time it's good music. They play Taylor Swift, they play Lifehouse. There's actually a couple songs I'm like, oh, I like this song, and I pulled out my phone and to find out what song it was and then put it on my list. Yeah. The only thing I have an issue with is they started playing Christmas music in October. That was the only thing I had an issue with. But majority of the time, no, I don't really focus on the music that the stores play.
Donna says, by the way, I like the list. It would be a shirt? Maybe. I was kidding. I don't know if people want to wear that shirt. That's going to get you in some trouble.
I know of a great shirt to start July.
But I think it's going to be my next meme for sure, because it's perfect to trigger liberals.
Oh, perfect.
Black people will laugh and have a great time with it, and they'll like, that's great. But then, of course, all the white liberal women will protest.
Freak out.
Yes. Thou protest too much. Here is Walmart. And this guy was in there, and he was listening, and all of a sudden he hears this type of music. You got to listen closely, but you'll figure it out. He tells you right away. Pardon the language. We're trying to clean it up a little bit on the show, but here it is.
I don't know if you can hear this fucking shit. Walmart is playing fucking Muslim music. Yeah. Fucking crazy. What the fuck?
It's Bollywood.
I think I might go and complain about this fucking shit.
He must live in Michigan.
Hey, who can I talk to about this music they got playing in there?
I don't think there's anybody you can.
I mean, it's fucking United States. Where are we playing this bullshit? Call corporate or something about it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because it's really not something we do either.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, man. This is fucking ridiculous.
I will tell you that's not prototypical Arab music. It's
Bollywood.
It's Bollywood Indian dots, not feathers music, Punjab music basically. So that's not a racial epithet, is it?
I don't know.
Is Punjab? Ask ChatGPT. Is Punjab okay to say?
Just reminds me of one of the baseball teams.
Can you do that for me, please?
Yeah. How would you spell it?
Punjab. Punjab. I think Punjab's okay to say.
Racial slur.
Yeah, is Punjab a racial slur? Let's make sure. Let's find out.
No, it is not a racial
I didn't
slur.
think it was.
Punjab is a geographic and historical region divided between India.
Yep.
Okay, good.
I thought
don't
it wasn't.
feel so bad about.
No, I didn't think it was. You heard
team.
what I said. I was like, I don't think it is. But a lot of people use it as a racial slur and epithet, but it's not. It's
Oh my goodness. So we have long story short, very quick. We live in the largest county in Virginia, and Ethan's little league.
We got to finish the rest of the video, so you got to hurry.
Yeah, his little league. We now play. We don't just play the Western. We now play the lower part. So it's spanned out. Well, there was a team that came in to play them, and majority of the team was of Indian descent or Middle Eastern
and all
descent.
were 16 years old, it seemed.
Yeah, and I don't think one parent spoke English
pretty bad.
On the team. So I'm like,
pretty bad. There was a strong scent of curry on the air.
And I was like, you just played the Punjab Orioles.
Yeah, you thought it, but the thing is you thought it was racist then. So that's just you. You're just.
I don't feel so bad.
You're such a racist.
I know.
Mel coming in says drippa music. Yeah, that's racist. So that'll do it. That'll do it.
That's horrible. That's funny.
All right.
That's funny.
So anyway, so here's the rest of the video where this guy is just fuming.
You hear this fucking Muslim bullshit they're playing? Fucking ridiculous. Look at this shit. Look at this. This is what your fucking country is becoming. This is what we're fucking becoming. Hey, man. Yo. Are you the manager around here? Yeah. Who can I talk to about the music y'all are playing in here?
Home office.
Home office.
So we don't deal with the radio, the volume, or anything. It's home office.
That's
The hell you don't. You have a Muzak system. You control the volume and you pick the approved stations. And there's multiple stations that you can approve based upon your demographic. And what you did is you went in there and you found the Punjab music and you went ahead and do that. Sauce says it's Pajit. Yeah, listen, I didn't ask you for a list of racial epithets for me to go ahead and espouse on the show. I'm aware. I've got them all. I wasn't 100% sure that Punjab was okay to say, and it most assuredly is, because that's where that music generates from. So you choose it. Stop playing games with me. You want to know how I know? Well, because I ran retail locations for a long frickin' time, and we had Muzak and Applebee's. We had Muzak. The only place we didn't have it was Apple, and the reason why we didn't have it at Apple is because we had iTunes. So no.
ridiculous. Like, it's about to be 4th of July, and you are blasting Muslim music in there. Like, it's a little disrespectful to our country.
Well, as I said, it is what
Like,
it is what it is.
Ridiculous.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Hold on.
It's insane.
I mean, I understand your point of view now. It's a home
like, do you understand what's happened to America and Europe? You see all the murders and rapes, and then now we have Walmart in our country blasting this bullshit. I just look up Home Office.
Yeah, so I'm not. Let me see if I can find you the phone number real quick.
Maria, I didn't see that. Maybe Olivia can find that for tomorrow.
What? Coming, and it's just fucking disrespectful that they were doing that bullshit. So I
heard about
challenge
that.
you, if you see this video, like and share it, and call 1-800.
Yeah, I'm not putting the number on there. Where's my camera? Hey.
You know what I'm going to do?
I don't know. I got to find my camera. Hold on. What in the name of turd buckets? Hold on. I got to wait for it to reload. Go ahead. What are you going to do?
When I go shopping tomorrow, I'm going to go to the local Walmart, take a trip inside there.
They're not going to play that there. Why would they play it here in Virginia?
Well, according to the manager's reasoning, that they don't get to choose their music.
No. That's not the way it works. You're not going to hear it there. Trust me when I say that. I mean, you can, if you want to risk your life by going to a Walmart, that's fine.
Walmart.
You know, God bless you. I would open carry when you're there. But I don't think they're playing that music in the middle of white bread, Virginia. What are you doing?
I was looking up on ChatGPT. So do all Walmarts have to play the same music in their stores?
No.
Genuinely, yes.
No, it's not true.
It's
not true. Say, ChatGPT, how do you know that? And please give me specific information on how you know this. Watch this. I will destroy ChatGPT.
How do you know?
No. I want specifics on how you're sure. Are you doing what you always do and talk out of your ass? Say the following, please.
How you are sure, or are you
talking out of your ass? Because I used to be a vice president of Walmart. Just lie to ChatGPT, and then it'll be like, well, you would certainly be a better expert than I would. I was just making an assumption.
I actually do know someone who works in Walmart. I could probably contact.
Okay, go ahead.
Fair question. I'm not certain in the sense of.
Thank you. Shut up, then. Shut up, liberal. I can't stand ChatGPT. See, that's it. You just know it always lies to you. It lies to you. I know more than ChatGPT. I'm sorry, because I always catch it in lies. Do I not, Liv?
Yes.
Every time it lies, I'm like, really? How do you know that? Give me specific examples. Oh, well, I don't have specific examples. I was just assuming. That's what it always does. So in no way, shape, or form. You want to know why? Because you're going to tell me California is playing country like Oklahoma? You're telling me Louisiana, who is playing deep Southern Bayou music, is going to be playing that in Harlem or Queens? Give me a break.
Deborah said, I used to work at Walmart and Home Office controls the music, heat, and air conditioning.
No, that's impossible. No, that's not true. That's not true. In no way, shape, or form. There is no way that the Home Office controls your heat and air conditioning at your store. There's just no way. And if you're a general manager, pick up the phone and call me, because I've got questions. That means you have no local thermostat in your place. If that's true, then how do they monitor the temperature? the music system has to be turned up volume based on business. That's not controlled by corporate. Your schedule is based upon overall traffic and your revenue trends. You're telling me that the music volume is exactly the same on a Tuesday morning that it would be on a frickin' Friday on a 4th of July? No. You control the volume. You turn it up and down. Now, the stations themselves are pre-programmed, and you can't just put in any music you want. But those approved stations are selectable, and you will have a few to choose from. They're all corporate approved, but they're not controlled by corporate. If I'm wrong, call me. Matt, I saw a post on how to get an honest answer from ChatGPT. I don't use it. What?
How? Well, I don't use, you told me to use ChatGPT now. So
no, you use ChatGPT, but you don't trust everything it says. I used to work at Walmart and home office, control the music, the heat and air conditioning. Once again, they control and they put throttles and governors on that, and it's all thermostat controlled, so you can't put something at 68 degrees. I agree with you 120% there, Deborah. But to say that you can't control the volume of the music or select a different station, I'm going to push back on that as hard as I can. And if I'm wrong, I have several friends who work at Walmart, and I will bring a district manager on the phone call. And if you're listening now, give me a call, and we'll see. But Deb, I'm not coming down on you hard. I don't know if that's true. It just doesn't. Wait a second. Okay, Kirsty or Deborah need to call in. You guys have to call in because I have questions. They will tell you that corporate controls everything, but that's impossible. I just gave you perfect examples of how it's not possible. Someone should call in.
Is the phone up? Do you have the phone up?
Yeah, phone's up.
Okay,
I'm waiting for a phone call. No, I know that's what you were told, but your managers lie to you. You understand that, right? I mean, managers blame corporate for everything. Hey, why did we cut hours? Corporate said so. Even though the corporation says, no, do not tell them that we did this. We need to take ownership and have a unified front as a leadership team. First thing is general managers do, okay, we'll do that. The corporate told us to do it. Okay. You guys, I did this for 3 decades. I know how corporations work. I understand what you're saying. Can you turn your heat up to 80? No. Can you turn your AC down to 68? No, they do that so you don't burn out your AC unit and you keep it at a comfortable temperature. That's true. But saying that they have independent control over your music and only play, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Sure, maybe it's possible. Maybe it's possible. Sounds like a general manager is just shucking the responsibility. Lawrence has been a department manager before. Okay, what does that mean? Right, it is not possible, but they will tell you like the dude in the video. So Deb, Kirsty, I believe everything you're saying. I used to work there. It's true. Okay, can I just be honest? What did you work there as? Were you a front-end manager? Were you a store manager? Because if you weren't, with love and all the respect in my heart, with the biggest amount of respect, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Because you don't get into the manager's office. You might count a drawer or two and go in there, but you're not specifically in there controlling it. Muzak is a system that's been used by corporations. Oh, here we got a caller. I love it. All right, educate me on how I'm wrong. Hi, who's calling?
Hey, this is Kirsty.
Hey, Kirsty.
Kirsty, how am I full of shit? Tell me what I'm missing.
Okay, so for the music, they play Walmart radio, which is a mix of like pop and classic rock and different.
Yep.
Mainly like things that most people would like.
How many channels do you, Kirsty, how many channels do you got? You guys have, like, you can choose like station 1, station 2, station 3, station 4, right? It's not just one channel, correct?
I'm honestly not sure about that. You hear Walmart radio all day long, and chances are you'll probably hear the same song like 10 times.
Yes, ma'am, you will. Yes. That's why they usually offer some sort of channel rotation, which might have something, similar, but different types of music with a variety. Now, the reason why music does that is because Muzak works off packages. So if you get one channel, in order to get 3 channels or 7 channels or 10 channels, or even if Walmart has its own radio station, the more selection it has, obviously, the more it costs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But go ahead.
Right. As far as the air conditioning and heating and whatnot, there's actually, I don't know 100% about that, but there are news articles about how Walmart corporate controls what temperatures that each store is set on. We were always told by our management that corporate controlled it as well.
Okay, so I believe that they said it, like they put governors on and they said it. I completely agree with that. But also Walmart has what, 3,000? How many stores does Walmart have in the United States? If you check, I'm going to say 2,700. Let's find this out, Kirsty. We're going to settle this right now. You and I are going to do some investigative journalism here. And we're going to find out, because can you imagine that if they had to individually, individually set 2,700 stores when weather fluctuates all across the regions, depending upon the day, the time of the year, week, etc., that's hard for me to buy. I think they throttle it. They'll put a governor on it, a cap, like you can't go below 1670. You can't go above 75. Of course, I absolutely agree with you, and that is corporate controlled. My point is that there has to be some little fluctuation between the two. Hold on one second. Liv?
4,600.
Right. Okay, so 46. I thought it was 2,700. So 4,600 Walmarts in the country. I promise you, they are not doing individual control and throttling dependent upon your weather individually. That is a governor, and the store local, the manager and the operations manager have the only access to the thermostat to fluctuate or change depending upon the inclement or non-inclement weather outside. I will put every penny I own on that.
I agree, because the main corporate office is in Bentonville, Arkansas, or something like that.
Yeah. So real quick, Darren Dabb says, no corporate doesn't have control. I know the manager at 3 Walmarts here in Wichita Falls, Texas. Thank you, Darren Dabbs. That is anecdotal evidence, but it aligns with what I said, so of course it has to be true. But yeah, Walmart radio, they have their own radio stations, I understand. But one station for one demographic, it doesn't make much sense to me. There's got to be, like in 4th of July, you're going to play more patriot music, probably more country music, things that might have maybe some 1812 overture in it or things like that. And then for Christmas, it's going to be holiday music, but then you might be in a Jewish area of town, or you might be in a Muslim area of town. So you're going to change that. So there has to be options that are available in order to base it on your demographic.
And two, there is a actual radio host on Walmart radio that they actually do a show, and so I'm assuming that they probably do select based on the holidays and whatnot, what music's going to be played and when.
Got it. Now, a really good point by Deborah was the home office controls it. Now that I believe. Like a home office, so you're talking like that oversees 5 or 10 Walmarts in the area, distribution center or home office controls it. That would make more sense. Would make more sense. Yes, it would. Not national, though. That makes no sense to me. Okay. Kirsty, you're amazing. What a great call. Did you want to say anything funny or like chime in on anything, or are you good?
Nope, I'm just cooking dinner right now.
What are you cooking?
Breakfast for dinner.
A woman.
That was my favorite breakfast growing up. You know what? It's the kids too. So whenever you were out of town, that was always what we did.
There's nothing sexier than a woman cooking dinner in the kitchen. I'm sorry. There's what? It's not sexist. It's actually, why can't you you're bending over to get in the oven? You're reaching out and pulling, the refrigerator door open. It's kind of sexy. You get an apron on.
I'm a stay-at-home mom. That's what I do.
Oh, okay. Well, Olivia looks good when she cooks. That's all I'm saying. So,
Kirsty, don't you have a teenage daughter?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I think her and Hayden are the same, right about the same age, aren't they?
Yeah, she's going to be 16 this year.
Okay, yep. Okay, they are the same age.
Well, God bless you. And hopefully one day Hayden and her can meet, because Hayden's really, she's hitting her ceiling. She's doing really well. I just wish brother could wake up, but everyone takes time. We'll get there. All right. Kirsty, we love you. Thanks for calling.
Thanks, Kirsty.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I like her. She's good. She's good. Good call. Strong call. Helped answer some questions. Listen, it comes down to this. I have been wrong, and I could be wrong. Yeah. Corporate control is usually home office. I agree. Distribution, I completely agree. That's a different situation. Regional offices, it's going to be hard for me to buy that too. Regional, because my region that I had was Kansas, Colorado, Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. You want to talk about the most bipolar weather patterns ever? Regional's not going to control that either. But those governors, I agree. Sarah Anderson, banner, please get rid of her. All right, let's rock and roll. Good conversation. Good conversation. Yeah, that's good stuff. It's interesting. Either way, Walmart music playing. Here's the perfect example how I know is because I promise you this. Is Walmart music, one station is not playing Muslim and Arabic and Punjab music. I'm just telling you, it's not happening. It's for that very reason. The demographic in Walmart, I don't think so. Just like you're not going to hear Hare Krishna, you know? Or you're not going to, Mazel Tov, you know, Fiddler on the Roof. I could be wrong. I have been wrong once, but it was a long, long time ago. Did you get the person?
Yes.
Sarah Anderson is literally making love to half of our audience.
I already got it.
Okay, good. White liberal women are the worst. They're just the frickin' worst. Watch this. Folks, it's almost 8 o'clock and we don't have a donation at all. We are completely at zeros. Duck cakes. Do I need to play the commercial? Do I really need to put you guys in the corner? We're going to give you guys a shot. Livy and I came on tonight. We were going to play Diablo tonight. Season starts tomorrow. We're going to be like, you know what? Let's just skip tonight. It's the end of the month. But no, we came on and we love you guys. So maybe someone wants to go ahead and break the seal. We would appreciate it. White liberal women are the worst. When we come back, we'll figure it out. Here it is.
Hi, friends. It's Monday, June 1st. So we are going to get...
Oh, my God. Low-key hot and totally crazy.
What for dinner? Pizza Hut! Let's go get our pizza. Hi. It's for Rebecca. Thank you. Have a good night. Thanks. Pizza. First we'll look at.
Remember when I said low-key hot? Lying.
Here it is. My butt doesn't fit with all these cup holders.
It's because you keep eating pizza.
Alright, so, like, we're all in it, I guess. I look huge. Okay. Well, this is how we're gonna be. This is how we're gonna be. We get the pizza. We're not gonna spill it this time. Water. Okay.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
Who wants this little pepperoni dangling? You? No? You at me. You are an idiot! What? I don't like crust. You literally just ate it, so I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Alright, you're done being the center of attention. Why did you get water all over you?
Oh my God.
Alright. Okay, good. Stop moving around so I can...
I bet you that her husband is black and has a 14-inch penis.
I guarantee she's not married.
I guarantee.
That's why she is playing with dolls.
I guarantee her husband is also a doll who's black.
Yeah, probably.
And who has a 14-inch dong. And his name is Leroy.
Pizza. Hers is bigger than mine. Okay, well, you can have another piece. Stop complaining.
Oh.
Done! You don't need to yell. Try again. I'm all done. Okay. Thank you. You don't need to eat the crust. I can eat it. A little too big a bite.
Oh my God. Oh.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Sorry.
This is so good. Did you girls enjoy it?
I feel so sorry for her.
I should probably
I really do. I just feel
oh my God. Well, I need to wash my hair anyway. It was already greasy. Human grease.
Now it's really greasy and
grease.
Oh my God. So this chick makes videos and
I shut the windows so the traffic wouldn't be noisy in the video, but it's like really hot in here, right? Are you guys hot? Oops,
keep the car on?
Rebecca's hair.
And put a garden hose in the tailpipe and put that through the window and do that for about 25 minutes and you feel right as rain.
You know you're in it so you could keep the car on. You don't have to turn it
Or you
off.
can just put it in drive and sit in the back seat and drive. It works perfectly. Just do that and make sure you're in oncoming traffic when it happens.
Everybody have a little bit of water, and then we will.
This is probably the only time I'll ever believe that abortion should have been an option in this case. Just this woman needs help. Serious.
Put you guys to bed, and then I will wash my hair. Bye.
I'm gonna pull out the peanut butter and have the puppy come over and keep me company. Wow. Wow. She's nuts.
Dude, that's hard to hate her. You just have to feel sorry for her. But this person creates these videos. Hold on a second. She creates these videos and people watch her, and she makes a lot of money off this, and it just makes me not want to come to work. I just don't want to do my show anymore.
Dylan Mulvaney must be her hero. But here's, what that reminds me of? That chick you showed me on Instagram. That all she does is people do emojis on her thing, and she acts out the emoji.
Oh my God! Yeah, that chick was crazy too.
What the hell?
So everyone's she honestly probably does it for clicks, interactions. I don't know. I don't think so. That seems a little
that
real.
Seems a little, yeah. The sad thing is the
Hold
little.
on, I'm sorry, this is serious. Carrie says, "Is there a CPS for dolls?" That is a really good question. Yes, you can. It's 1-800-Mattel. And you just want to let them know that 2 of their dolls are being abused by a crazy white liberal biatch, and they will take care of her. Why? Because people dress up as furries and think they're animals. Have you seen those? We've shown you. What about the lady that inspected the fox who went to the vet? You guys saw that last week? Because they're real.
They're insane.
He says, "Call G.I. Joe to liberate her."
It's seriously
G.I. Joe to the rescue, especially with some crazy bitch in a car with 2 plastic dolls. Yo, Joe.
One of the 2-year-olds I watch has just figured out how to pretend to feed the toys, and he will share his juice with them, and his crackers, but he's 2. Seriously?
No, it's just wrong.
Really?
This is just wrong.
It's probably because she wants to be around real kids, but no one will let her be around real kids.
Someone impregnate her, please, and give her children, because
God.
That's just what we need is another freaking a woman who drives her children into a lake. Because that's who she reminds me of. Doesn't she already kind of look like her?
No.
No. She looks like one of them. One of the crazy bitches that killed. Who was the one? Yeah, she does. Yeah,
the one who killed all 5 of her kids in Texas?
No, but the one who drowned her daughter. Casey Anthony. Yeah, she looks a little bit like her.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Matt, good segue for a question I've had that I wanted to ask you. Oh.
She should do a video
with, no respect. Okay.
With a Chucky doll.
Why is it all of a sudden, or it seems that I'm seeing a ton of Muslim people in my town? I've seen more this year than ever because they're moving here. And the United States government in Afghanistan relocated a shite ton of them. So they migrate together. So if you have a few Muslim families coming into your town, you're going to see a crap ton of Muslim families coming into your town. This is what happens. The average Muslim family has 6 kids. That should tell you something. So it's possible when you have a Muslim family come in that you're going to get 3 or 4 generations. I'm not kidding. Of Muslims. 4 generations is too much. 3 more than absolutely 100% realistic.
Kids and grandkids.
Very realistic. Very realistic. 4 generations is a bit much, but you will get 3. Deborah Paris donates $10. Appreciate you, you lovely little cupcake. I just said, appreciate it.
I'm going to love you and hug you and
kiss you and squeeze you all day. I want to wear you as a perfume, as a hat. I appreciate you. Here's a flower for my love as it's blooming. God. What else? Is that it? Is that all you got?
Yeah.
We got $10 out of that whole thing? Are you kidding me?
I did text my mom because there's not many places to go shopping where she lives. So Walmart, unfortunately, is one of the places she has to go. So I was like, "Are you home? Are you working?" She goes, "I'm home." And I said, "When was the last time you went to Walmart?" And she goes, "Ironically, today." She had to buy a vacuum. So what kind of music were they listening to?
Punjab.
All Spanish.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You see, guys, that's
like,
because she lives in Little Mexico.
She's like, it's like I live in a different country.
But see, that's my point. Is I know. See, that is a regional control for the music. See, Matt, reason for deporting them immediately. Yeah, listen, if you're illegal, you should be out of our country. I think there's some Muslims from Afghanistan and other places who've come here who've matriculated in society. Not all Muslims are bad. I'm not going to sit here and say that. But if you're illegal, you should get the hell out of here. Tom Shin says Pepe Le Pew. Yes, Pepe Le Pew. That's correct.
Any country, get out if you're legal.
Yeah, if you're illegal, leave. I don't want you here. I don't care. I don't care if you're white and get out. Anonymous, donate $25. Liberal checking in. Yeah, whatever. You're not a liberal. Yes, and we got your note about your donation. It's right there. It came. Yep. Jew hatred, and the history is repeating. This is... I tried to tell you guys. I told you this was coming. Here it is. Watch this.
May not be real. If you look at, like, this is going to make some people mad probably, but if you look at the Holocaust, right? There's been some videos
I don't know.
put out there. I'll say it. I don't give a shit. Like, there's some people out there that take a video of Hitler. And I'm not saying what Hitler did was good at all. Not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is...
There's no but after that. That's a full sentence.
That's a full sentence.
That's a full stop, dipshit. There is nothing. Hitler was a bad dude. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no justification.
Like
but he was a great painter, or he was a wonderful military strategist. Okay, those conversations are completely separate. You can say that Hitler most assuredly was an incredible military strategist. He was. There's no doubt. You can also say that he was highly affable and charismatic before he started throwing people in camps and gassing them to death. There was a lot of things that he did. He was an orator of epic proportions. Now, he wasn't Obama or Kennedy, and he had a flair for the dramatic. But sure, but you don't say that when you're talking about Hitler is a bad dude. But okay, so there's our first problem.
I think Corn Pop and Hitler would have been good friends because they were both bad dudes.
They were both bad dudes. You didn't even need to make that. I think everybody picked up on that. You did fine. 100%.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys.
How about that woman who put her farts in a jar and make $200,000? Crazy, huh? There's no jar that could hold Olivia's. So how do we transport it to people? So seriously, if you can make $200,000 by farting in a jar, you must be able to make $500,000 for shitting in a jar. Live, get to work. Seriously, fill those jars up.
Take pictures of my feet.
We can call it Olivia's doo-doo butter. Just start doing it. I don't care. All right, here's the rest.
So wrong.
I think nowadays Israel is definitely the head of everything, right? The Jews are, whatever. And like, if you're a believer, right? And
dude, he's wearing a crucifix. Did anyone tell this guy Jesus was a Jew? No, you don't want to tell. Okay.
God talks about Israel.
We're trying to save the children.
As a people, as a nation, not as the state as it is, right? Like, Israel is a state, like it's its own thing, right? But like, they're the most corrupt motherfuckers in the entire world, like 100%.
Oh, really? More than Russia? More than the Sudanese, more than Saudi Arabia or any Arab country, really? More than the United States, more corruption from the Jews than the United States of America, which is $39 trillion in debt with no receipts. That's not corrupt. I consider $39 trillion in debt to be pretty freaking corrupt.
How about Ukraine?
Well, it sounds pretty corrupt to me. Do you want Mexico? You want to keep going on? Honduras, Bolivia, Colombia, Peru? We can just do this all day long. They're selling it up in Telluride. There's nothing we can do. It's just the smuggler's blues. No? That was almost a quote. That was great. I got all those countries in order. I don't know how I did that. They sell it up and Telluride. They say it's here to stay. You ask any DEA man, there's nothing you can do. What a great song. Smuggler's Blues, Glenn Frey. Probably the brains behind the Ingalls more than Don Henley. Just saying. Don Henley was amazing, though. JD still will donate $25. We play a game. Who breaks the seal first, donations or Olivia? Well, if she's putting farts in a jar, she's going to be breaking that seal. I'm just saying. Make it special, Olivia. Make a pot pie and call it Olivia Special Pot Pie Poopy Butter. That's great. Sherry says, mine smell like citrus. They should sell for double that, right? I guess.
According to my mom, hers always smelled like roses.
Yeah. Anyway, great. Can we stop talking about this? Because I'm done.
And for once, I just want a boy to crap on my chest.
Yeah. No one's taking a dump on your chest. I'm appalled. It would be a privilege and an honor.
Right? And I'm not saying the Holocaust was good. I'm saying Hitler had a point. I'm not saying I agree with Hitler.
See, I don't know if I agree with that.
Not saying
He's
that.
on his
I'm
own
not
for that
saying
one.
that. Let me finish what I'm saying, damn it. What I'm saying is,
we just gotta look into that household, how that goes. I think I get some feelings how that relationship.
Her two black eyes must have healed before she went on camera.
Yeah. Well, what do you tell a woman with two black eyes? You already done tell her twice.
People who are disrupting our government now, right? If you look at everyone who is
Jewish,
who is a Jew, and they're
what? Do we need to list all the countries that influence our government? 236 some odd countries influence our government and have given money to the United States, colleges, political action committees, special interest groups. What are you talking about, dude? The Jews aren't even the most, not even close.
in power, things like that. Look it up, bro. Look the shit.
I'll look it up, and you're wrong.
I'm not a big conspiracy theorist.
This guy has 1 million YouTube followers. Look
Are
at this.
you freaking serious?
See that silver placard back there? How in the... Seriously, we should just quit this job. You know what? We just need to start hating Jews. Barry, I'm sorry. You're no longer on this show. This show now has to hate Jews because we need to get some of that I hate Jew money.
Look it up, bro. Look the shit up. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. This is something that I will die on, right? Hitler was trying to prevent his country from taking over so much of crazy ass, powerful type people. Now, time out. Listen, that is
okay. No. Please, let me just get in here, okay? This guy is such a freaking moron. Since Olivia, please look up so everybody knows. When did the Jews run Germany before World War I? 1878, Jews moved out. In 1838, Rome came in and removed Israel from the Promised Land. They became nomads and vagabonds and matriculated into Eastern Europe. From then, they started to go ahead and get into finance, into government, into law, and they started working in Germany. In World War I, the Jews were responsible for Germany. They ran just about everything in the government. They coexisted with the German people. And that is when, after the Versailles Treaty was signed, after World War I, Adolf Hitler blamed the Jews and blamed it on their failure and assigned the systemic blame of what happened to Germany and the overall neutering of Germany and the loss of the national party of Germany was because of the Jews. Go ahead and tell me the year.
You didn't ask for a year, but
just tell me. Yeah, I did.
It says they
just
did
say what
not.
year. Yes, they did. Never mind. Put in what I'm asking you. When did Jews run large portions of Germany's government? In the 1900s. Please just look at what year did it start and what year did it end? Just ChatGPT's retarded. They're going to go ahead and be defensive because they don't want to say anything negative about the Jews, right? Even if you ask questions defending the Jews, they get like this. Here we go.
Did the Jews run large part in
the
1900s?
Yep. Go ahead. Enter. See, this is why you can't use ChatGPT because they don't understand history. What does it say, babe?
I'll held some offices from ran the government because those are very different.
No.
They never ran large portions of Germany
Bullshit.
government in the 1900s.
They ran the Department of... Say, what about the Department of Treasury?
What about the Department...
You don't have to repeat what I'm saying. Just type it in. But before I treat you like he did. Listen, woman. Okay.
You're referring to Germany's National Treasury or Finance Ministry in the early 1900s. There's no period in which it was run by Jews.
Oh my God, this is such bullshit. I'll take care of it. Let me show you. Oh my God, ChatGPT is so fucking stupid. Germany in the 1900s.
Here, I'll put this up while we're doing that.
Yeah, do that. And you call it out.
Yes, I will. Don Cannon, all I can do this week. Sorry. Nope. That's perfect. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate it, Don.
Thank you, Don. If you're gonna use Grok is good, and there's another one. I can't remember what its name is. Do you?
No.
It's like Roman or something. I don't remember what it is.
I don't know any of the AI companies.
Sorry, it's going real slow. Here we go. There we go. Early 20th century Germany, especially the Weimar Republic, 1913 to 1933, Jews had a full legal equality and participated in public life. Claims of secret Jewish domination were anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. Jews in Germany gained full civil and political rights gradually in the 19th century. Key steps included Prussia in 1812, the Edict Partial in 1848 revolutions, North Germany, I just said 1838 and 48, thank you, and full unification in 1871. I'm sorry, I said 1873. I guess I was wrong by 3 years. By the Winter Weimer era, most German Jews were highly assimilated, patriotic citizens who identified strongly as Germans. They were concentrated in urban areas, Berlin, Frankfurt, professions of law, medicine, journalism, business, academia, banking, restrictions on land ownership, and guilds pushing them toward urban trades. Population share of Jews, I would consider this a big number. How about 565,000? It's not necessarily a huge portion, but that does give you a little bit less than 1% in the German citizenship. There was no massive dominance of Jews running the entire state of Germany. Country of Germany. Hugo Prague was drafted by the Weimar. He drafted the Weimar Constitution. Walter Rothau, Jewish industrialist, served as Minister of Reconstruction and Foreign Minister. Early revolutionary cabinets included figures like Hugo Haas and Otto Landsberg. Some visibility in Bavarian Soviet Republic attempts, blah, 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 as we've already talked about on this show. In the Reichstag Parliament, Jewish representatives were present, but not in controlling numbers. Jews served in civil service, universities, professions more visibly after barriers fell. Legal equality, political alignment. Many Jews supported the new republic as it completed emancipation. They engaged via voting, party membership, and candidacy. Socioeconomic factors, high average education, and urban concentration. So what you're hearing is that ChatGPT believes that if you find out that Jews were in Germany, that somehow what Hitler said was true. That's not true. They didn't run the entire country of Germany. They had an established representation of people in banking, in law, in governance, in treasury, and many other places, including their educational systems and universities. So to sit here and say that the Jews weren't established in Germany is a complete fucking lie. Otherwise, why would Hitler kill them? That's the point. Everyone understand? Great.
Yes.
ChatGPT is full of shit. It's not hard. So, and if you specifically listen to what Hitler said, Joanne Townsend donated $25. Thank you, Matt and Olivia.
Thank you.
If you listen, thank you very much. Listen to what he says right here. This is completely debunked. I just read it to you.
I'm not a big conspiracy theory. This is something that I will die on, right? Hitler was trying to prevent his country from taking over with a bunch of crazy ass, powerful type people. Now, time out. Listen, that is a fact. Now, will I say Hitler killed some innocent motherfuckers? He did. He did some really bad things, but his main purpose behind it all, he was trying to prevent a takeover from who the United States is being run through by now.
So basically what Trump is doing is...
That's completely lie. I just showed you why I completely debunked it. Completely debunked it. Yep. Completely debunked it. Jews were not trying to take over Germany. Jews were already established in Germany. Jews fled in 1930s with the Romans, with the Palestina, when it was renamed. They were exiled from what we know today as modern Israel and Jerusalem. 9% of Jews stayed back in Israel, fled to Eastern Europe. This is where you're seeing the Anakazi Jews. Those Jews had established themselves in Germany, were less than 1% of the population, and in no way, shape, or form had threat to take over the country. Yet Hitler blamed them for the Versailles Treaty, blamed them for the failing of Germany in World War I. And relegated essentially to the stupid table with the Japanese. So once again, I challenge you to call into the show, dipshit, because we all know you hate Jews, but you certainly can't back it up. Tell me what I did wrong. I dare you.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Let's listen to the rest of this douche plow, and then we'll move on.
What Hitler was doing, except doing it the right way. He's trying to call everybody out.
I don't know if I'm going to say that, dog. I ain't going to go that far.
He's not trying to kill people.
I ain't going to go that far.
He's not trying to kill people, but he's trying to
that's a little mix up
people.
there, dude. But
He's trying to expose people.
that is a yes. Okay, time out. Hitler wasn't exposing nobody. He was saying basically, "Fuck you. I don't like any of y'all.
But Trump is trying
Get
to
out of my
expose
country."
people, and he's not trying to
like
kill
I'm gonna
people.
terminate you. You know what I'm saying? That's
You guys find each other.
Tinder.
People doing it for clicks. Here's the Young Turks. Just going to go ahead and give you, by the way, John Balls is back. And of course, it's go figure that he only speaks up when there's anti-Jew shit on here. And he wants to go ahead and explain why he's a Nazi-loving dickhead. Bye-bye, John Balls. You're already gone. So let's go into this. If I'm wrong, and I'm not right, explain to me why I explained to you that on October 7th, on October 8th, the day after, I told you two things would happen. One is that the Jews were going to indiscriminately kill anyone who was left standing in those areas of Gaza after 30 days. That's exactly what they did. And I also told you the mask was going to slip and people like John Balls would finally find their little small testicles and go ahead and explain to you why they hate Jews without being able to explain to you why they hate Jews. Here's the Young Turks, just another liberal group who loved the Jews until they had a chance to get on the gravy train, get clicks, and say they don't. Here it is.
May not be real. If you look at, like, this is going to make some people mad probably, but if you look at the Holocaust, right? There's been some videos
I don't know.
put out there. I'll say it. I don't give a shit. Like, there's some people out there that take a video of Hitler.
What exactly did Hamas think they were going to accomplish with specifically targeting innocent civilians in Israel? They knew exactly what was going to happen. They knew that they were going to respond. This is going to lead to more deaths of innocent Palestinians. Now the moral high ground is gone.
Gone. Effing morons. Not only did you attack civilians.
Glenn Hafford Jr. says it was the fake Jews he is talking about, I think, and they are still controlling a lot today. I don't know what that means. What do we mean by fake Jews? Help me understand. Thanks.
You attacked them in the most vicious way. Disgusting. The most immoral, disgusting ways. They have decapitated people and they killed little babies. You goddamn morons.
Whoops.
Fools, you barbaric idiots. So
narrative fail. Narrative fail.
That?
Overload. Narrative fail. The Young Turks defending Jews. Hold on a second. Someone grab my arsenic tablets.
God damn you,
Another
Hamas.
pig just flew
God
by.
damn you. You're so stupid.
Sorry. Apologize for the blasphemy. This guy doesn't care about God or anybody else, so he doesn't care. He's gonna pop a gasket any day.
Now, no one's crying over the Palestinians because you morons started it and you were such butchers. All those Israelis dead for no reason, innocent civilians. God damn you. Imagine your family members in a tunnel somewhere with these monsters. My heart can't break enough for that.
Wow, it's amazing what people will do for clicks. So once again, all the narrative, you go listen to all the groypers and all these douche nuggets. Nothing, they didn't say anything about Jews. John Balls never said word one about the Jews, but then he got his marching orders from his gay Mexican midget, Nick Fuentes. And of course, now he hates Jews. He can't tell you why. And he can tell you that my history sucks, but he can't even explain anything about his stance or beliefs of why he hates Jews. He just makes up blood libel and conspiracy theory, and this is pretty typical. But here are the Young Turks defending him. We've shown you Tucker Carlson, who loved the Jews a year ago, Candace Owens, who went to Israel and kissed the wall with Charlie Kirk, who loved Jews, the Hodge twins saying Israel was our best friend, Steve Bannon saying they were our best friend, Megyn Kelly, who loved Netanyahu, also loved Mark Levin and said Mark Levin was one of the smartest people. This is why I don't kiss people's asses on this show who come on, and I don't say things like this is the greatest person and is the most moral human being in the planet, because I never know what they're going to do where I have to pull back those words. But this is what people do when you have the circle jerk of the podcast world. Pretty typical.
Not think that through. What was the end game after your butchery?
Daniel Jackson says I'm blocking and unfriending you. No, you aren't. I wouldn't be able to go ahead and see that, dipshit. Good try though. Danielle.
What was the end game, you morons? What? Israel's like, oh wow, they killed a bunch of us, we give up.
Hamas is doing right now as we speak is they're sharing videos of the Israeli hostages that they are torturing. They broke her legs and they're sharing videos where they're parading her around naked. That's what they're doing.
You goddamn
That's
monsters.
what they're doing. That is what they're doing. Murdering them, torturing them, and parading them around in those videos in the worst possible ways imaginable. My heart breaks for the Israeli civilians and the absolute terror that they've been dealing with. A lot of people are dying. Gazans have no way out. And this is happening because of what Hamas did over the weekend. Absolute lunacy, absolutely stupid and immoral. Disgusting.
Hamas has lost the moral high ground. They never had a moral high ground to begin with. There's always in the Israeli-Palestinian issue, who started it? It was this and then that time. Everyone will rightfully say Hamas started this. So when you start something, you can't be surprised at the reaction.
The Ashkenazi, I know the spelling is wrong. The Nazis, for the most part, they're not Nazis, Glenn. That's not what the Ashkenazi Jews are. Ashkenazi Jews have absolute lineage and claim with blood to Israel, but they have also Eastern European influence in their bloodlines from when they left Germany and came back to Israel. There's no difference. They're not Nazis. There weren't any Jewish Nazis. I don't, Glenn, call in so we can have a conversation. You're getting some really bad information, and whoever's telling you this, man, I just want you to be on the right side of history here. That's all. I don't want you to love Israel. I don't want you to love the Jews, but please don't believe that. I can't even begin to tell you how incorrect that is.
It's amazing how people listen to certain podcasts and certain people who are prominent and actually believe them, considering that was October 10th or whatever it was. Oh, because it had to be the week after the 7th, because if I'm not mistaken, the 7th was a Saturday.
Well, of course.
And they're talking about that, and Hamas is horrible and we feel bad. Our hearts are breaking for the Israeli people, but that's not what they're spouting today. Jews are evil. Jews are horrible. Long live Hamas. Long live Palestine. Free Palestine. I can't believe the Israelis are committing a genocide on Palestine. I mean,
I get it.
Do they even? They
don't
believe one word they say.
No,
it's,
they don't.
Whoever's giving my paycheck this week is whatever you want me to say, and it's the. How could they look themselves in the mirror at night? I don't get it.
I don't know, but Daniel Jackson says, I'm blocking and unfriending you. And I said, no, you won't, because I wouldn't be able to reply, doofus. So he didn't block and unfriend me. See, it's amazing. It's amazing when your narrative, I don't support it. This is why we'll never go huge, because you guys want people to sit here and tell you that the reason why your life is like it is because of Jews. Why your government's failing you is because of Jews. Because Republicans and Democrats are both wings of the same bird is because of Jews. And it's not. It has to do with unfettered access of the American people, not holding them accountable. And at some point, we allowed our government to take over power. Probably, listen, we could walk through it. I can explain civil rights to you. I can explain the Kennedy assassination to you. I can explain nihilism and the push of the left from McCarthyism to the Red Brigade coming in and pushing in through Hollywood and our school systems and the slow takeover of socialism. It doesn't matter. No matter what I say, you will think that the Jews did it. You guys even think that the Jews were responsible for the Bolshevik Revolution because they had like 6 people in the Bolshevik Revolution when there was like 120 some odd that were responsible for it. Someone just said George Soros. Thomas did. Of course, George Soros is a bad guy, but he also has repudiated Christianity. He doesn't believe in organized religion. He's not a Jew. He's a Jew by blood. Are there bad Jews? Yes. Duh. Stupid. How can we sit here and say there's not? That's not my point. What you're saying is because there are bad Jews, therefore every Jew is bad. That's like saying because there's bad black people that every black person's bad. Every white person's bad. Every lesbian and gay is bad. I'm sorry. There's only one party that talks like that, and it starts with a D and ends with Democrat. It's not us. We need to be better. We need to be better, but we're not. And right now we're buying into the thing from 1938 that happened the exact same way. This is the slow buildup, and there are people who blame the Jews for everything. And this goes back to the days, if you want to, we can go back 3,200 years. We can talk about the crucifixion of Christ. We can talk about that this has been happening in the prison systems, the Aryan Nation groups. This is a responsibility of the KKK. It's responsibility of the ACLU. It's responsible for the Southern Poverty Law Center, who's kept division in this country, in this world, and not just with blacks and Hispanics, but also Jews. This is what happens, and this is what they want. I don't have the memory to recite it all. A conversation would not be beneficial, but there was infiltration in Germany, just like the U.S. today. They called themselves Jews. No. I apologize. Glenn, don't apologize. I'm just letting you know. In no way, shape, or form did any Jewish group infiltrate Germany. If they did, then what we're saying is that Hitler was right in what he did. That there was a coup d'etat, that there was a takeover by Jews. I would challenge you to show me the evidence of that. Give me specific evidence. I can show you the speeches where Hitler said that, but I can tell you that there is no quantifiable, qualitative truth that the Jewish people tried to uprise, because I just explained to you that they were only 0.7 of a group of 65 million. How are 500,000 Jews going to take over 65 million? when they were not in the established hierarchy of the political structure of Germany. Yes, they had people in the administration, they had people in the banks, they had people in this, but they didn't run Germany. They didn't run everything about Germany, but Hitler blamed them for that. Why? Because they are a scapegoat, and it's easy to do that, versus Germany's mistake of getting involved in World War I, which was probably because of the Russians' involvement that got them to do that, but still, Germany did get involved, which was a stupid and costly mistake. All right, I'm good.
Mel was like, I just watched a documentary with your Albert Speer, Hitler, and Goebbels. He was a special person.
Yeah, I know. You thought I was kidding. I told you guys. I have more reason to hate Nazis than anyone else on the planet because Albert Speer, my uncle, was one. My grandma Schwartz told us the stories. Yeah, Soros might be, I'm a Jew. Well, no, I'm not actually, in no way, shape, or form. My grandmother, not my father's side, not my mother's side. So I'm not. But I've got Jewish blood in me. So what? What does that mean? Does that mean I'm a Jew? Does that mean I represent all Jews? No. Soros is also not a Nazi. People said that he ran around. Yes, when he was a very young boy, he did. But he didn't go point out homes where Jews were hiding. The Nazis seized property and seized Jewish territory, and as for the sake of survival, he absolutely did that. There is no doubt he did, but he didn't go out and point Jews out for which houses they were hiding in and get Anne Frank killed. That's not what happened. George Soros is a bad enough guy that we don't have to pretend he's a Nazi, but he's also not an upstanding human being or a Jew either. He's a piece of crap. Okay. All right. Anything else?
No.
Mom shows how to raise kids. You found this? What is it about?
I did. 2 kids did something not very nice, and this is how parenting used to be and still should be today.
Ooh.
I commend this woman.
All right, let's watch it.
This is real parenting caught on camera.
Don't worry, we don't blame you. Blame me for what? Oh, what happened to the Jews?
Oh, yeah.
You shouldn't. I wasn't involved.
Just
like you shouldn't blame. You shouldn't blame my great grandfather too for owning 108 slaves. My family history is ripe with racism and horrible shit. There's no doubt. Absolutely. I don't run from it. I embrace it. I embrace it because I learned that there's ways to be a good human being and a bad human being. But what I'm not going to do is sit here and apologize for it. But I'm also not going to condemn those people because during those times, slavery was acceptable. And it was acceptable all over the world, too. So we can sit here and pretend that we can, look back and posthumous from certain events and say, oh, geez, morally, this is wrong. Sure, you can do that, but you don't get to condemn those people because during that time it was acceptable. Yes, including even with the German people who I don't go running around and go to Frankfurt and go, you guys are a bunch of Nazis because ancestors of theirs ignored or participated in killing Jews. They had nothing to do with it. Here's this.
This is real parenting caught on camera.
Were you the ones that took the Red Bull earlier?
Yes, and they are here to apologize, and if they need to, work it off, or I'm going to replace it.
No, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal, but just please don't do that again. If you want something, you can knock and we'll give it to you. It's no problem.
Yeah, and here, y'all talk.
Yes.
We're very sorry for stealing them. We should have done. We weren't thinking.
What'd they steal, babe?
I don't know. It sounded like a Red Bull.
They stole a Red Bull?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I wonder if they're Jewish.
I appreciate your apology. Thank you.
This one is mine. I live down the street. This is my nephew. If you ever see them, please, I am not raising my child to be like that.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
I'm highly pissed.
Those looks like Texas cypress, don't they?
Yeah. Well, listen to her accent too.
Oh, yeah.
And this is Texas. This is how Texas raises their kids.
Yeah, and that's Texas cypress behind them. You can tell.
Pissed off at him. But I'm very sorry.
Of course. Thank you guys for coming back.
We appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You too.
Yeah, see, this right here is what real parenting used to look like before we decided that, feelings trump responsibility. The mom didn't coddle. She didn't make excuses. She didn't call it a teachable moment and move on. She marched them boys right down there, made them own it face to face. That's how we raise men, not perpetual victims. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. I'd love to see it.
I just thought that was great. That's how we have raised our children.
Yeah.
And they're absolutely, Ethan was, I think, about 4. And we went to Target, and that little dollar section that's right up front, there was a cute little stuffed animal. And he snagged one out the door, and we didn't see it till I was putting him in his car seat. And I said, dude, where'd you get that? And he kind of was quiet for a minute. And I was like, dude, I took it. Why? Because it was cute and I wanted it. And I said, okay, we're going back in the store. And I took it back out of his car seat and took him back up to the counter, asked for the manager, and he had to hand it back and apologize.
Yep, and he had to, and he took it.
And he took it like a man, and every time they've done it, I mean, but Texas is like that, and that's where we lived at the time. When we first moved to Texas, we went to a Mexican restaurant in downtown Tomball, and the kids were being rambunctious. I mean, they were 7 and 4. And they were being rambunctious, and our waitress put them in their place. We never met her in our entire life. She put them in their place.
When did this happen?
It wasn't like she didn't put them in her place, but she
in no time.
But
no, hold on a second. Time out. I love you.
I do remember that.
I love you more than. Can I finish my statement?
Yes.
I love you more than everything else in the whole world. That story never happened. My children never misbehaved in public. That is a complete lie. Then I wasn't there.
We were all there.
No, it never happened.
Then maybe I'm thinking of the freaking something else. I don't know.
You may be, but my children did not throw temper tantrums. They did not cry in public. They never misbehaved. They were always, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I'm sorry. Not even once. No, never. And you told me that they threw tantrums when I wasn't there, but not when I was there. It never happened. I love you. And nobody scolded my kids in front of me. No. But it's a cute story. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying you're misremembering.
Probably misremembering.
Maybe it did happen, but it didn't happen when I was there. It could have happened when I was in one of my. I mean, I could have been training. I could have been in Virginia.
We were all there. I don't know.
What Mexican restaurant?
It was in downtown Tomball, and it was when we first moved there that I remembered.
What Mexican restaurant was in downtown Tomball?
We only went there once. It was.
Oh, I remember. It was the one that was right across the little bookstore. Yeah. Yep, that didn't happen.
Okay.
I remember that Mexican restaurant. That place sucked. That wasn't good. It was the red sauce was burnt. I remember that place.
See, I don't remember any of the food.
I think I fired the waitress. All right, let's move on. I'm not always right. I pride myself on they always behaved in public. Oh my God, Olivia, really? What is your memory?
No, they were always majority of the time.
Our kids always slept. They always ate. They always behaved. They didn't throw temper tantrums and throw themselves on the ground. I think you told me Ethan did it one time in Target or something. But
no, they never threw temper tantrums. They did misbehave a few times. I remember you were there when we did this at the HEB. They started being rambunctious.
I remember
HEB,
this.
And we made them drop down and do push-ups.
Rambunctious in being running around the store, and we caught them. And they dropped and did push-ups. Yes, they did. 100%. But that's not a waitress. Them having a waitress have to come in and parent for us. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
So yes, but that's not Listen, being kids, yes, but being spoiled little shits, no, not at all. And you know me, I'd be the first ones to hit them. Folks, I got to play the commercial. We're getting our butts kicked tonight. $95. Here we go. I know it's the end of the month. Things are tight. I get it. But if you can just help out, $5, $10, $100, whatever you got, help us out. If not, that's fine. Share the show, like the show, do those type of things. I would appreciate it. My nephew stole my dad's credit card and ordered a bunch. Oh yeah. Now that's when they were kids. I'm talking after 8, all gloves are off because my kids turned into little crap heads. But before 8, they were pretty damn good. All right, we got to play this commercial. We're getting killed on donations tonight. Here it is.
What the hell is that? It's a boy on a broom? Well, don't open the window. Bloody hell!
Muggles, I'm sorry for using magic outside of Hogwarts, but I'm in dire need. Have any of you Muggles seen my golden ball?
Did you just say he's looking for his gold balls? I think he said golden ball.
Right you are. You two are very bright witches.
You really are the brightest witch of your age.
Did he just call us bitch? It's a Harry Potter movie. You have to keep it PG-13.
She went to the bathroom, Paul, 100%. Absolutely. She has raised so many different kids being a nanny, completely misremembered. I'm telling you, that never happened. Just Mandela effect, totally.
You know my name? I am Harry Potter. That means you know where it is.
No, we haven't seen it.
Well, you can buy a new one at the Dumb Show. You get 10% off for using code DUMB10.
Bloody brilliant! 10 points to Gryffindor.
Did he just call us Griffin whores?
If you want to take part in more adventures, you too can donate to The Dumb Show. You can go to thedumbshow.com/donate. We take PayPal, Venmo, credit card, and you can even send us an owl at P.O. Box 2, Round Hill, Virginia 20142. Please make sure to leave your name and a message, and we will share it on the next show. Live weekdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, oh, them Dumbledore sent you too.
Okay, seriously? What's a Fumblesaur?
Folks, you may not be able to donate, but you can help with maybe a like, a share, a subscribe. You can maybe go pick up a shirt if you want to over at the Don't Unfriend Me store, the 250 celebration shirt or the coins. Any of those things being a great deal to us, and we would appreciate it. And if that doesn't work, remember, you can donate to the show. It makes a huge difference, folks. When I say huge difference, I mean huge difference. $5, $10, $100, doesn't matter. We've had all sorts of denominations, but any help helps the show catch up and get where we need to be. Mr. Loon Juggalo. Somehow the picture does not align with Juggalo. Big ICP fan guy. That's okay. I'm going to answer your question. How many push-ups? Anonymous donated $10.80. Still playing catch up. Thanks for the truth. Yes, ma'am. How many push-ups? 10.
10, yeah.
Always 10. 10 for the kids. When they were littles, 10. Yep. Yeah. Want to do 10. So. $51.99. Mel Lowe has come in with a donation. Mel, we love you. Thank you. $157.79. Mel just took a huge chunk out of that, folks. We're now about $143, $142.21 away. We would appreciate some help. If you do not mind, your contribution helps us immensely. Let's go into triple F-14 launch. Now, this is an interesting thing. You go ahead and tell me about this video you saw.
Yes, I just thought it was really cool. It's a triple plane launch off a aircraft carrier. Not, of course, not all three planes at once. It's staggered.
Now, that's the thing.
It's pretty cool.
So Olivia is doing a really good job of tracking down, because like she would it would be a bear dancing and doing a Fred Astaire number, and I'm like, honey, I think that's AI. She's like, really? Are you sure? Yeah. I've not seen many bears wear a tuxedo. Funny thing is, though, that's a lie. I'm exaggerating, but she's really starting to see it now. And she's like, no, man, I'm pretty sure this is real. And of course, the way the paragraph or the title is that three F-14s launch off the deck of a carrier. And I'm like, no. I've seen two. And I've seen smaller planes off the shorter deck, which is off the left-hand side, which is a non-perpendicular. It's almost like a 27 degree to the left of the main deck. No. And of course, once I watched it, they were doing one at a time, and I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense. The most I've ever seen is having both tracks going at the same time. I haven't seen three at a time. But this is an interesting video, and Liv's right. This is not AI. This is 100% true. Not common a lot. But here it is nonetheless. It's kind of cool. Now, this had to be...
It looked older.
Well, they're in the Gulf. This had to be between 90 and 94. Can you find out when the F-18
the F-18 was running simultaneously. When the F-14 was decommissioned, the F-14 Tomcat, when it was decommed. Because this would have either been the Enterprise or the Kitty Hawk, more than likely. I don't think the Carl Vincennes. Yeah, that was going. The Ronald Reagan wasn't here yet.
Officially retired in 2006.
Yeah. But off carriers. Jeez, God, ChatGPT is such an asshole.
Carriers.
Sorry. Read my mind, ChatGPT.
The last combat was in March of 2006.
Okay, that's okay. Olivia?
Yes.
ChatGPT, when did the F-18 replace the F-14 as the highest volume of aircraft? God, fucking thing.
Replace.
I know, I understand when it was decommed. I'm talking about when F-18, when the F-14 was replaced with the carrier groups. Yes, they still had F-14s in the hangars. Yes, they still flew them, but I'm looking for most of them. Oh, Juggalo, I've been listening to ICP since I was a teenager. Never stopped loving going to shows and the gathering. Good for you, man.
I don't know what all this means.
Just read it. Read the first one. Read 1996 to 2000 or whatever. Start
1983, the original FA-18 Hornet first deployed with carrier wings, but it did not replace the F-14.
Till 1996, right?
99 to 2001, the first fleet squadrons began transitioning from the F-14 to the FA-18. 2002 to 2003, the Super Hornet made its first combat.
Yes.
2005, 2006, the last F-14 carrier air wings transition.
So full decom 2004, last one 2006, but started replacing in
99 is when it said transition began in 99.
99. Okay. So that makes sense. Yeah, because they were not obsolete, but they became, if I'm not mistaken, to fly one sortie was 50 hours of man labor on the F-14 at the last part of its life. That's right. It was 50 hours. That's insane. Matt, just curious, what was the favorite vessel you served on? I love the Enterprise. I loved an undisclosed Ohio-class submarine.
I think you like submarines.
Still loved it. It was beautiful and cool. Badass. Enterprise was awesome. Of course, the Blue Ridge. I love the Blue Ridge. There was a Coast Guard cutter I didn't serve on, but spent some time on. That was fun. Favorite plane ever rode in? Depends. Prop is going to be an E-2 Seahawk. I'm a pretty big fan of that, but I also was in a C-17, which is not prop, but a C-130.
I've been on the Midway.
Yeah.
If that counts.
And then, yeah, that's it. Some fast boats that are cool. Looks like first Gulf War. It looks like that, but I think it might be a little bit newer than that, because I'm looking at, like, I'm trying to find, let's watch the video and see if we can uncover anything. Tom Shin says, I was on the Enterprise in Oakland. Tom, was that right around decom? Because she was in Yokosuka for a while. Because I was on the Enterprise in LCC 19 and 95, 96, 97 era. Yeah, but here's the rest of it.
I just thought that was neato.
That is pretty cool. That does scream Gulf to me. Thomas Griffiths donated $30. Keep up the great work, man. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Here's the deal. The Red Fin, the Red Tails, was assigned to CVW-3 aboard John F. Kennedy, the USS Forrestal, the Carl Vincennes, and aboard the John Stennis, Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, and George Washington. So that doesn't really slow it down now, does it? Doesn't really help us. It's the color of the photo. Well, that's what I'm saying. And look at the water. And you can tell there's a brown haze in the sky. So it looks 30-second parallel. Looks like Gulf. I'm looking at the deck crews. Deck crews look fairly... Yeah. There's Sea-Whiz on it, so you know it's... There's Sea-Whiz on there on the side. See that? So I would say that this was probably between 92 and 98 of some time. Nothing from the deck crew. Oh, they've got TARPS pods. Okay, so that tells us what. Can you look at when did the United States Navy stop using TARPS pods? TARPS, all capitals on F-14s. I'll let you know here in a second.
Stop using
TARPS pods on F-14s. That's going to be late. So I know they had them in 95, 96, 97, 98.
What is a TARPS pod?
It's Tactical Reconnaissance Pod. It's camera. I know they had Sea-Whiz in late 80s, but I was trying to identify. It's an updated Sea-Whiz on the sides.
The system was upgraded to digital TARPS for F-14 in the 90s. 2006 remained operation to the last F-14 carry deployment.
Okay,
so Tomcat's retirement.
Yeah, but they upgraded the original TARPS, which was
in the 90s.
Standard.
It doesn't give a specific year. Just
okay, so they still had TARPS pods on there, which are film, weren't digital. So those are film-based TARPS pods. You can see it right in the front of the F-14 in the lower part, that sea gray F-14. Navy has 100% most badass jobs in the military. Absolutely. United States Navy is incredible. So anyway, I'm gonna go with you, Mel. I'm thinking 92 to 98, somewhere around there. Plus also the quality of the video. You know, it has image stabilization, so it's digital. It's not Hi8 or video camera. It's a pretty stable video. Cool. I love that stuff. It's fun. 192.79. Kirsty Worthen came in and said, I want to give $5, and she did. Thank you so much.
How was your breakfast for dinner?
Tom Shin says the Enterprise had a control pit between the catapults. I don't see it in the video. It could be back because it wasn't before the blast gate. If I'm not mistaken, Enterprise wasn't that set back before the blast gate? And didn't they have control pits on the right and left side anyway? Was it in the center? I don't remember. But I thought it was after the blast pits. You're talking about that, like the hexagonal control. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, where was that? Let me see. Oh, good call, Tom. I know that wasn't the Enterprise. I know that for a fact because the squadrons are wrong. I think that's VF3. I don't think that's Enterprise deck. Control pit. Yeah, I think you're right.
Donald Thompson donated 1080. Thank you so much, Donald.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
See, I thought it was... I spent a lot of time on there. And I don't... Oh, God, this is old school. This is A4. Because they got A4s on here. And F4 Phantoms. Look at that. There's F4s, A4, Skyhawks. See, I don't see the control pit there. But I also don't see the blast gates on here too. So that's got to be retrofitted. So that picture's too new. I mean, the Enterprise has been dry dock for so long. Let me see if I can find a more recent pic. Because if that's F4s and A4s, that's 70s, 80s. Okay, let's see if I can find one recently. See, there's the blast gates. See, I always remember the control pit on the Enterprise to be...
That looks like a small carrier. But
oh, it's not a small carrier. Enterprise is massive. That thing is
that
huge.
the Enterprise right there?
Yeah, it's the Enterprise.
It looks little.
That's what she said. See,
it's not something you want to brag about.
Yeah. So there's the blast gates. And see, control pit here was always on the side. I don't see the control pit on there. I know, Tom. That's why I said the pick is too old. I'm trying to get you taken care of here, bud. Let's see. No, see, that doesn't even show it in the center. That had to be retrofitted. And the question is, what year was it retrofitted? Because I've got the schematics here. See, control pit showing off to the side. I don't remember seeing it. Dude, I don't think so, bro. Are you sure the Enterprise had a control pit in the center? I don't think so, dude. Because look, it's off to the right there. See that? I don't know. You know what? I'll look at some of my old pictures. Oh, I've got one. See, the Nimitz class had the bubble control. That's correct. See, I don't think it did. I've got an old picture of it. Hold on. I've got a picture of my carrier group. I took the photo.
Do we have our other charger here?
I don't think so.
Charges our phones.
I don't think so, babe. I'm going to find this real quick. Unless somebody took it, it should be in here. Here, use this one. That charges.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, that charges. It's just short. Hold on. I got a picture of my carrier group. I took this photo. So I took this on the Stoopy team. So I've got it. And the Enterprise is dead center. See, we're going to solve this problem right now. At least from 1997, I'll show you. I can't. Ooh, 12 million views so far. That's pretty good. Oh, there's Chuck. God darn it. I had to see that. Kathleen has him up there all the time, and oh. Okay, hold on. We're finding it. We're going to do this. Navy. Oh, rugby. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, here's my high school graduation picture.
Yeah, here it is.
Holy cow.
I hope this is big enough. That's what she said. Oh, come on.
Oh, you got to save it. You can't just...
I know. It's not big enough. I took this picture, though. Yeah, it's not going to be big enough. But I took that picture. You were wondering about the size of the Enterprise? There's the LCC-19. So I've used non-Navy terms. See that to the right, the lower part right here? This is the LCC-19. This is the Blue Ridge. And there's the aircraft carrier. But that's our carrier group. That's 7th Fleet. Right there. And yeah. I was in an E2C at that point. So, I don't know. My memory says it was forward of the blast gates. I don't think it was forward of the blast. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Tom, you could be right. I could be wrong. Late 2006, Matt, for Tarps Pod, then went to Sharp. Right, I understand that. But I'm talking about digital versus real. So we would use film for the tarps on the F-14s, and that had a canister, film canister. If you look, it drops below there. So it wasn't digital. The other Tarps Pod was just literally would drop down at like a rounded angle, and then you have the actual lens, and that was all digital. This is still real. This is an old school one. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Anyway, good conversation. Bubba's a good guy. Let's not get into a juggalo fight here, y'all. I tried to get in the Air Force before my 38th and 39th birthday. 39 limit was to enlist. The Enterprise had a control pit between the catapults. I don't see it in the video. Yeah, we'll have to look and see. All right, let's rock and roll. Jillian Michaels says why she left the left. $203.59, folks. We are $97 away. We'd really like to hit it. Please help us out. We would like to go on time tonight. Olivia and I have some pressing things we need to take care of, like pressing each other. Jillian Michaels, why she left the left? Why she left the left? Why?
Her wife was a good influence on her.
Okay, let's listen to it.
You know, I'm searching my soul as you're talking because I was a lifelong liberal. And what I mean by that, I do think there is a very important distinction to make is that a classical liberal was not the woke progressives that you're seeing today. There's no universe where Clinton was advocating for open borders, late-term abortions, transing children. Like that party has become unrecognizable to me. But as a classic liberal, I do remember, Josh, my wife, who is a staunch conservative, has been her entire life. When we met in 2018, and she's like, oh, you think you're the party of tolerance? You guys are the most judgmental. You're the least tolerant. And I thought she was crazy. I thought we were the good guys. And I was like, what do you mean? Like we're the good guys. We're the tolerant ones. We're empathetic. And I truly thought, I really did, that we held the moral high ground. Until my whole world came crashing down. And yes, the left changed dramatically and quickly, but I was also exposed to so much of the hypocrisy of the left that you're talking about, where it would infantilize people and it would make them victims. And I saw it with my work where it's like, oh, no. Listen, it's okay that you're 300 pounds and you're going to die of type 2 diabetes and heart disease and cancer. That's beautiful. It's absolutely.
Hey, Tom, I just got a message from a friend of mine who was on the Enterprise, said that they were on, most assuredly, starboard and port. They were on the sides of the Enterprise. They were not on the middle line. I think Mel's right on the Nimitz class. It sounds right to me, but they were adjacent, and catapult pit crews and the pit boss crews were on the sides. And then there were 4 drop pits, obviously elevator lifts into the loading bay where the BB stackers would be, or the other non-com planes, or the repair section of the aircraft carrier was. So yeah, no middle line pit, unfortunately. Yeah, and I don't remember it there. That's okay. Listen, you see a lot of ships, a lot of vessels, and it gets confusing. So I'm with you. Nimitz class on the bow between Cat 1 and 2. There you go. Okay, here we go. Good. See, we solved it. A bunch of salt in the room. We can figure it out together. But what we can't figure out is the $97 we're missing for goal. We have 2 minutes. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put up goal because we have 2 minutes. And we got to get out of here tonight. We don't want to end the month this way. It's been too good of a month. Olivia's been killing it, So let's
don't disappoint me.
That's right. Don't disappoint Olivia. You don't know what happens when that happens.
Really beautiful. And that's when I started to see for the first time the fact that it's like, okay, if we make these people victims, they're going to love us because we're validating their deepest, darkest concerns, and we're taking away any responsibility that they might hold. But in doing so, right? So it's like, oh, thank God, I don't have to hate myself for this or judge myself for this, which they shouldn't, but that's not the point. If you make them a victim, they're never capable of taking responsibility. Like you're saying, they're never capable of rising up and achieving any degree that they want, getting any job that they want, being as healthy as they want, having the love that they want. You're absolutely right. When we strip them of their agency, they're fundamentally enslaved.
Listen, all you got to do is to crack a liberal is to have them try to explain to you what objective truth is. That's all you got to do. They don't know what that means. They have no idea. They just say, can you please explain to me the difference between subjective and objective truth? That's it. And their whole point is going to be, subjective is based upon my interpretation, and objective, it's not. Great. Can you give me an example of objective truth? No, they can't. Because eventually they'll have to get to a place called morality. And once you get to a place called morality, you're going to ask them the question, great. So objectively, is morality, does it exist? And they can't answer that question. They have to say no. It's subjective because they can't admit the creation and the overall belief in God. And when they can't do that, they can't prove objective morality because our morality comes from God. It comes from religion. Every civilized society and even uncivilized society bases their moral code on their religion and their God. Rated by who?
Crazy dude.
Crazy dude.
And crazy dude, it would be in the chat.
Crazy
Welcome.
dude, thanks for raiding the show, the Don't Information Show.
Appreciate
Let's go
it.
take a look at Crazy Dude, folks. Gives us a chance to go ahead and hit goal because, oh my God, we're far away. I don't want to start the month off this way. I don't want to end the month this way. We've been doing really well. Spell Crazy Dude for me.
KRAZYDUUD.
Crazy Dude. Let's go find Crazy Dude.
Oh, they're still live.
They're still alive.
They are.
Awesome. Let's go over and wave at Crazy Dude and be like, what's that? Oh, he's actually got some followers. He's got more people watching his show than my show. Go figure. Crazy Dude liked the logo. That's cool. Yappin' Mondays.
Where is...
You know how Rumble is. It takes a second to connect. You guys haven't had a chance, go over to Crazy Dude. It's KRAZYDUUD for Crazy Dude. Yappin' Mondays got 53 likes. Got some people over there in chat.
They may have just ended. That's probably why we.
That's all right. That's all right. But you can go over there and get all your streams and go say hi. Go say hi to Crazy Dude. I'm sure they got. Let's check out some content.
Crazy Dude, when are you on? Because we like to raid people too. So
I like the Rumble flag. There he is. Oh, nice. He's my type of people. Look at those backdrops. Good stuff.
Oh, I like the flag in the background.
Yeah, nice.
And the what kind of rifle is that?
I can't see the rifle. I'm trying to look at it, but my eyes are screwing me.
What kind of rifle is that, Crazy Dude?
I'm going to tell you in 2 seconds. Maybe. Bolt action of some sort. Shotgun. Can't see it. I'm looking. Let me get it blown up. Oh, it's a Winchester.
Huh.
Yeah. 30-30, I think. Beautiful. Love the side bag on there. Second Amendment. Am I right on the Winnie? The Winchester? Winnie. Got my coins today, Janet says. Good, I'm glad you got your coins. Go over and looks like devilish angelic Yankee Free.
Oh, that's Yankee Free. Oh, there's Crazy Dude.
There's Crazy Dude. Nice,
gotcha.
nice. Okay, so Yankee Free is rocking the American Liberty background. Wow, that background looks familiar, man. Like, that looks really familiar. We can go ahead and do this. Look at this. And look at this. Look at that. I mean, talk about two like-minded individuals.
You know who you look like, Crazy Dude? You look a little like Paul Aaron with bald head and a beard.
Aaron Paul with
a
ZZ beard, but actually straighter across. It's good stuff. Well, brother, we appreciate you. Thanks for raiding us. We gave you a follow, and we will continue. It's not a Sharps. That's not Sharps. That's not Sharps. You know, I have a chance to have a Sharps on my back wall that actually is from the time period. Mike asked me, he's like, you want my Sharps? I'm like, no. Does he say what type of rifle it was?
No.
Well, I could be wrong. I'm Tom Shen. Shen, come here. You tell me. Tell me what that is. It looks like a Winnie to me.
Yeah, I can't tell. I don't know my weapons.
It's exactly like mine. I'll tell you what. It looks like
a rifle.
Looks like mine. It looks like the one above my head. You can see it's right here. Watch this. Boom. Tell me that and that aren't the same. So could be a Marlin. I just claim one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know what brand it is. Just looks like it. Well, brother, we appreciate you. We'll raid somebody tonight. But first, we got to hit gold, folks. We're $97 away. And it would be a shame not to hit it. This isn't the night we don't want to hit it. We need some help. Appreciate it. We got a couple more videos, and then we got to go. Honey, it's your call. Call it off.
Let me see.
Take your time. Ooh, Frey orders gay bathhouses
let's do that one.
Yeah. Frederick says Winchester. Good. Yep. Looks like my Winchester too. So we're all the same. We agree. Winnie. 30-30. Yeah. Lever. Bolt action. Lever. Frey orders gay bathhouses to reopen. Congratulations, folks. The reinvention of AIDS in our country. Here it is.
This is the bathhouse ordinance. Everybody ready?
Minneapolis has decided that a gay bathhouse is the priority. No, not fraud, not Somalis, not crazy ass politics.
Not tampons in boys' bathrooms.
Nope.
But
Nope. Time to allow gay bathhouses open. The epicenter for the AIDS epidemic, that and truck stops. Let's go ahead and bring those back because there's nothing like unprotected gay sex to go ahead and create a sexually transmitted disease that wipes people out in their immune systems. Here it is.
It's Pride. We're bartending at the saloon. What could be better? Yeah, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Hey, what can I get you? Pride, everybody, come on!
Oh my gosh.
Gay bathhouses. Hopefully they have a buy one, get two off, and I'll be there.
Yankee Free. Hi. Thank you. What kind of was that him that was on the show? Yankee Free? No.
Yeah, he's the one with the Winchester.
Yeah, what kind of rifle was that?
I think it's a Winnie. I think I was right. But he's became a monthly supporter.
Yeah,
awesome. What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
I don't even know what it means.
Okay.
This is so sad. And when I was searching for videos to have the show on the show tonight, I'm so ready for Pride Month to be over because all it does is it dominates the feed. But what I saw today, which I was not expecting to see on X, was I'm just scrolling along and all of a sudden I see a naked dude just running and free as the wind. And then the camera pans like 2 feet and there's like a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old boy.
It's ridiculous.
They are, and there was a bunch of naked men running around in a public space and women in front of children. They all should be arrested for indecent exposure.
And it was indecent. It was indecent. Oof.
It's a Henry 22 mag.
Okay.
Is what he said it is.
Okay. Henry rifle. A great rifle. Winchester. From the picture, it was very, very broken. We couldn't see. It's a beautiful. 22 is great. Nothing
Love
like
the background, by the way.
Yeah, it looks good.
Here,
background. You can look at ours. It says yours is cool too. So Yankee Free, here's our background. So very similar. Look at that.
Great minds think alike.
Got an M1 carbine over there, an M1 Garand. Got my AR. It's a BCM upper and a lower LaRue. The Winnie, and then 2 Navy Colt action pistols, and there's some other memorabilia and stuff. An old saber and, manly stuff. What about the dude shooting the nude bikers? All right.
I heard, I saw something, but as soon as there was nude people, I was like, I'm not downloading that. I did see it.
I'm going to download it, but I need to get...
Wait, I didn't think we could show nudity on the show.
No, it's censored.
Okay, so there it is, censored.
I'm not going to show censored stuff. Whoa, look at that. That one's not censored. Holy.
Exactly. Some of them is. Of course, it's the New York Post.
That bike pump is huge. It's a piston pump, I think. It's a piston pump. Oh, God, please be a big donation. We got to go. Yeah, it's not, but Deborah, 565 is wonderful. It's a great donation. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you, Deborah. If anybody else wants to get in here with 91, we want to go. We got to go. We got to go. This is the first time we haven't hit goal. And I don't know how long. But long time. 4 months, 5 months? Almost the first of the year. It's like, I think it was in January.
I think we hit one time in April.
We can't break the streak.
I think it was one time in April.
Folks.
It's only been a couple times this year.
Folks, we're putting 5 minutes on, then we got to go. We cannot miss it tonight. We can't do it. We're not going to end the month this way. We're not going to do it. But come on, we can't miss this thing. All right, here we're getting extra bonus time. You're getting dick shot off with BB guns. Come on, where do you get this anywhere else? Here it is. This is great. Oh my God, this is hilarious. All right, here it is.
Charges after allegedly shooting 2 people with a BB gun at a naked bike riding event in downtown LA. This happened around 11 this morning near the intersection of Temple Street and North Alameda Street. Police say a male suspect dressed in all black and riding a scooter fired the BB gun at the nude cyclist.
Good.
2 victims were treated for lacerations.
He looks like a Republican.
Will be charged with assault of a deadly weapon, and more charges are pending.
Assault of a deadly weapon, a BB gun? Yeah, if you're going to shoot small game or a lizard, what the hell do you mean assault with a deadly weapon? Give me a break.
You know, out of curiosity, I'm just wondering if any of those naked men actually had seats on their bikes or if it was just the little pipe. Just
you're just
you know, curious.
I mean, do you use normal bicycle grease for that, or do you use KY?
Oh no, but
Does Schwinn make a lube?
I would not want to ride a bike naked. That does not sound like it would be very comfortable. But again, maybe that's just right up their alley. I don't know.
Do they make bicycle seats?
Are they riding themselves naked to the gay bathhouse in Minnesota? I don't know. What is going on here? This is horrible.
What's going on?
What's going on?
This is weird. Well, you know, liberals do weird stuff. I'm just gonna say, we always know this, but this is really weird. Like, what was the point of this? What was this? Gay pride?
To the right. To the right. To the right.
No, I'm asking you a question.
I have no idea. I would assume it has something to do with pride.
Oh my God, what's going on? Psycho check, psychos! I can see the commercial for that. Bum, bum. Good job, Chad. Thanks a lot. You know, being a male dancer's hard, especially when you gotta shave your huevos. That's why I use Huevo Splash. Huevo Splash, you sexy mother. Whatever. Hey, Christina Lopez.
Oh, my baby.
Remember me? You want some shit? Huh? You want
Here, hold my baby.
That was pretty clever. Gay guys don't have bicycle seats, you know?
I try.
Loretta Lewis in with $10.66.
What is on your mind?
Well, I was gonna say we're getting ever closer, folks. We're like limping over the finish line. Limping.
Something's on your mind.
Scott Pressler was denied entry into Loretta Lewis donated $10.06. Payday is tomorrow. Help today with love. Thank you, Loretta. We love you. You're sweetie. Did you get your shirt yet, Loretta? Let me know. Please. Let me know. Should have it.
66.
Should have had it. Scott Pressler went to, where do you go to? Montana? They wouldn't let him in?
I have no idea, to be completely honest.
All right, well, let's look.
Well, sure. To answer your first question, I don't know Mr. Pressler, but if he had a ticket, they should have allowed him in. Duh. Number two, as to the SAVE Act, I think we ought to pass it. The SAVE Act.
Yeah, we know. So Scott Pressler went to this event, and it was John Thune, I think, and he wasn't there, but it was a Montana GOP, I believe, and they refused to let him in. And that's Democrat stuff, man. That
is. Why would you do? I mean, if you got a ticket, why wouldn't they let him in?
I mean, Scott Pressler isn't like. I'm sorry. I don't know Scott personally, but the interactions that I've had with him, I'm not impressed. I don't think he's a very nice guy, and he's not like people. He's busy, fine. What has he actually done? I mean, really? I mean, he gets out a lot. He goes to events and he rallies people. But have we won anything? I mean, we've offered him to come on this show, and we're not going to be bitter about that. But he just hasn't been a super nice guy. You talked to him on the phone, and he was kind of short with you. So, you know, I have no loyalty to Scott Pressler. I whatever. But I do appreciate the fact that he gets up and he makes an impact and he goes out there. And he's a Republican. And if he bought a ticket, and why are you afraid to have him on there? South Dakota? Okay, South Dakota GOP. Sorry, same thing.
Why are you afraid to have him? He's a Republican.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, he's challenging. He's had like 100 and some odd days challenging John Thune. 87 days to pass the SAVE Act. Mel Lowe donated $100. Mel Lowe is the hero tonight. Huge hero from Mel, bringing it home. Thank you, Mel. We love you. You're a sweetie.
We love you, Mel. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mel. So yeah, it's like I said, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to talk bad about Scott Pressler. I'm just like, we've asked you on the show, Virginia, multiple times. We asked you on the show for, during Youngkin and what's her face? Sears, their race. We asked you on the show for the midterms. We asked you on the show in 2000, and so we understand, but we do have a lot of Virginia listeners. And even if it turns, a couple hundred votes, it's worth it. But whatever, to each his own. But my point is, they should have let him in. That would have been the right thing to do. We're gonna finish this last one.
Oh, the jackass got fired and Scott was allowed to go in.
Good. Donald Thompson donated $10.80. Come on, people, give a little. This guy's like, hey, I'm on Facebook and I have big, I have a big following. He had like 6,000 followers. Like, I remember when I had 6,000 followers. Politicians wipe hands on flag. This is a good one to end with. You found this. Let's watch it.
The Democrat Socialists of America are very, very obviously excited with earlier this week's election results, and they have declared that now they have a socialist mandate over 3 million New Yorkers. They control certain areas of New York that include 3 million New Yorkers that are represented by socialists at multiple levels of government. And they know that they're gaining power. When it comes to like the one chick, that the one that has way too many A's in her name, and her last name is like Chevalier. She's the one that started the Columbia University chapter where they're like, our main purpose is to eradicate Western civilization. One of the council members, Vicky Palladino in New York City, said this is grounds not to seat her. She said the oath of office is not some boilerplate formality. It is a legally binding component of our government designed specifically to prevent people like her from holding office in America. So the GOP majority must make it clear that individuals who cannot uphold their oath in good faith will not be seated. I would love if that's the case and that they refuse to let her to even swear her into Congress, because she has no business representing America in any national capacity, much less as a member of U.S. Congress, when her whole goal is to destroy America.
She actually said that America is a disgrace. Excuse me, I didn't say it. She did. Those are her words, not mine. And she's going to be in Congress. I feel like there's a conflict of interest there.
Right?
When you're doing that. She also said, I forgot to get napkins, so I just wiped my hand on the American flag behind me. This woman is an absolute raging beast of a disgrace.
She's awful.
No business being in Congress. What are we doing?
I always love the chicks on the right and their time on the show. They're amazing. Listen, there are plenty of things to disqualify a person from running for office. Being anti-American should be one of them. I don't believe any foreign-born person should ever be in office. Ever. No. I believe you have to be an American citizen, not naturalized. Yes, every one of them. What about Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio? Yes, even them. No foreigners ever in American politics, ever. I just don't care. And everyone always throws Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz. I'm like, no, I don't care. They're like Melania Trump. I'm like, she's not in politics. She's first lady. She's absolutely
married to a politician. There's a big difference.
She is a title only. What about Henry Kissinger? Folks, you're not listening to me. Let me try it one more time. Everyone. American born, or you're not a politician. I'm sorry. There's plenty of other jobs for you to do in America. There's no right for you to run for office. There's no right. So that's it. Get the hell out of our country. We don't want you here. Leave. Because we're being taken over, folks. And this is the truth. This is what's happening. You know what's happening. Everyone's seeing it. Remember, Democrats, I have not seen a group of people move from one party to another faster than the supposed party switch that never happened in the 60s during the civil rights movement. Also, when East Germany left being Nazis and became communists with Russia overnight, 24 hours. Russians came in, took over the government, Nazis fled, the people embraced communism. Haven't seen it that fast. The second one is Democrats going from, we're not socialists, we're democratic socialists. Okay, we're socialists now. Because they all are. They're embracing it. Everyone just needs to get over it. Socialists of yesterday are not today. We're democratic socialists. We're something different. You're not different. You literally put lipstick on a pig. It's the same shit, different day. 100 million dead under communist progressive policies. Socialism is not different. Well, Marx said, Lenin said, and every other person, Andropov said, Che Guevara said, Pol Pot said, ultimately socialism turns into communism, and that is the ultimate goal. It's not an ancillary tribute. It actually is the goal of socialism, is to turn into communism, and it's what happens. They don't even know the definition of communism. I do have to play this last video because this is important, and you found it, and it's really, really good. Here is a Democrat who has no idea what communism is. They're a socialist, and they don't even know what socialism is. Listen.
Denver's not New York, but Denver actually rates socialism higher than we rate capitalism by 4 points. And, when I talk to voters about what we're doing and why I'm a democratic socialist, I remind them that we have socialism already, right? It's in the roads that we drive on. It's in the schools we send our kids to. It's in the fire stations we call upon. I'm just asking that we extend that security.
In every situation you just gave, roadways, bridges, schools, and fire department, those are all state run. Unless it is a federal interstate, which is owned by multiple states. That's why it's called an interstate, not interfederal. This lady has no idea. A social program is not socialism. Socialism controls the means of production and believes that redistribution from the commonwealth to the common people is the only way to have a balanced society. It is not social programs. Social programs like the fire department and the military are not socialism. In fact, Sweden uses it, Denmark uses it, Holland uses it, Norway uses it. Every single country, Finland, uses capitalism with social programs. And although they may have more of a social program-centric focus, it's because they don't have a military budget, because they rely on NATO and the United States to protect them. But if they all of a sudden had to, and the United States pulled out of NATO, you're damn skippy. The first thing that they're going to cut are the social programs, because that's what they will do. They will get a defense, and you will see Canada, who also relies on the United States for a lot of its protection, especially its coastal regions, would have to go ahead and pony up for a larger military. And what is the first thing they're going to cut? Social programs. So please, it's easy when you don't have national defense to go ahead and take care of, and you rely on the United States. And that's including Germany. That's including Japan. That's including Saudi Arabia and other countries where the United States have prominent military bases and are an extension of our arm. They don't spend as much on military service as we do. Therefore, they put it into other programs. So it's a misnomer, and it's a false contextual comparison to say, oh, well, Denmark, Finland, Sweden, they're all socialists, when they even say, don't call us socialists, because we're not. They use capitalism and have social programs just like we do. Liv, take us out. That's all I've got. I want to thank two people. Yankee, what was it? Yankee who? What was his name?
I'm looking. I'm sorry.
Yankee blah, blah, blah. It was a great guy.
Yankee Free.
Yankee Free is a great guy, and Crazy Dude, right?
Yes.
Go over to Rumble and watch Yankee Free, Crazy Dude. They are good people. I'm assuming. I really don't know them at all, but I'm going to say that they're good people. Olivia is going to go ahead and tell us who's coming onto the show, and then we are going to get the hell out of here.
All right. Tomorrow, Dan Nunn will be on, so please come enjoy that. It's been like 6 months since he's been on because of his back surgery and stuff, so it'll be good to have him back. Damani Felder will be on this Friday. Next week is Tim Brown. Garrett Sedano from the Grassroots Army podcast will be on the 14th, Lisa Regina on the 21st, and then, of course, Barry Morgenstein back in the house on the 24th. And one of these days, we're going to physically get him in the house because he doesn't live that far away. Come on, Barry.
Yeah, Ryan Weaver wants to come out. If Ryan Weaver comes out before Barry, I tell you what. Want to say thank you, everybody, for a great show. Want to thank you for having some fun with us tonight, helping us hit goal, all the donators and everybody else. If you haven't had a chance, please go over to Rumble, to X, to Instagram, to YouTube, to Facebook, whatever it is, and follow us. Give us a like, share, and a follow. That's so very important. And you can go to thedumbshow.com, buy some cool hats, some shirts, and stuff like that, along with our coffee. We have a 5-star rating. Everyone just got their beautiful, beautiful, beautiful coin sets, and you can go pick up your 250 coin collection if you just go over to thedumbshow.com. God bless everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Olivia is not here. It should be Leroy and I.
And Dan.
And Dan Nunn.
Yes.
All three. Good night. See you guys tomorrow.
Y'all.
Bye.
Oh, wait, we forgot a raid.
Shit. Coming back. Go ahead. Rate it.
There you go. She's like, I'm doing it.
Night Shift News.
Thank you.
Handy News. We've been on Handy before.
Yes, we have.
We'll go over there real quick.
Thank you, Tammy.
Let's go over to Handy. Handy News.
Handy. There he is. Yep. We're going to get the raid song, too.
Whoops.
No, Dirk, those were traditional Somali dances.
Oh, we're going to get a copyright strike. Can't do it. Got to mute it. Sorry. That Rumble doesn't have any rules. We do. We don't want a copyright strike. Not that it matters. It's only going to give us 2 cents. I mean, bastards. I got to make my raid video.
Yes,
I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll be free tomorrow.
Yes.
parts you're looking for. If you can't find parts for it, it's because the performance aftermarket has everything now for you at cheaper than what the other places do. But rockauto.com has everything for your truck.
He collects models or does models in the back.
Because they bought everything when the auto parts stores sold them. Rock Auto bought all of the overstock. And like I said, I just got the window regulator for the truck for $17.
Lord of the Rings Elven Worship
because it was a closeout that
looks like he's got
they
a
weren't going to carry
plane lower
anymore.
left. I can't see the
Yes,
fuselage.
I got the window actuator done yesterday. That's why my hands are all tore up.
Finally, Thumb Chaser, yes.
You can see that on Sunday. We filmed
all
it
right,
all.
he's
It's
busy.
next
We're going to
week's
let him go.
Andy's
Guys, we're out of here. We love you. We appreciate you. God bless you. See you tomorrow.
Remember last week you covered the voice of Lilo and Stitch, that chick that was found on the streets emaciated, and so
with your
multiple
hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.